U.S. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff, and a meeting is under discussion. The direct talks were first reported by Axios. CBS's Stacey Lynn also reports.
Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt says the president does believe there's a way to stop the violent protests in Iran without military action.
The president has shown he's unafraid to use military options if and when he deems necessary.
But she says he believes diplomacy is always the best option.
What you're hearing publicly from the Iranian regime is quite differently from the messages the administration is receiving privately. And I think the president has an interest in exploring those messages.
Stacey Lynn, CBS News, the White House.
Democratic Senator Mark Kelly, a former Navy pilot and astronaut, is suing the Pentagon over attempts to punish him for his warnings in a video calling on troops to resist unlawful orders. Kelly is seeking to block a censure from Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth last week. Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell says he is the target of an investigation by the Justice Department. CBS News legal contributor Jessica Levinson explains.
A probe is very different from the grand jury indicting. And so what I'm focused on right now is, does this go to a grand jury? Does a grand jury, and famously the standard for a grand jury is pretty low, it's probable cause. Does a grand jury say, yes, we will indict? What would the charges be? And then how would any hypothetical criminal case proceed?
The Trump administration has decided to ramp up the number of federal agents in Minneapolis after the shooting death of 37-year-old mother Renee Good last week, despite calls from city officials for ICE to leave. CBS News' Nicole Skanga in Minneapolis.
Just this morning, we have watched as the Bureau of Criminal Apprehension sent roughly a dozen of its agents to this block. They were canvassing door to door, speaking with folks, looking for witnesses. We know that state officials have launched their own probe here. So not only are we seeing dueling narratives, we're also now seeing dueling investigations.
After the double murder of a husband and wife in Ohio, police think they have their man, and it's one of the victim's ex-husbands, they say, who's due in court. CBS News' Chanel Call with more.
Here's what police say happened. The couple, they say, were found dead inside their Columbus, Ohio home just over 2 weeks ago now. Their bodies were found by some friends who had visited their home because Spencer, who's a well-known dentist in that community, had not shown up for work. So these folks showed up to their home to perform a wellness check.
Stocks are trading up on Wall Street right now. This is CBS News.
Take control of your financial life. Follow and listen to Money Watch with Jill Schlesinger on the free Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
State lawmakers get down to business deciding how to spend your tax dollars. But first, KIRO News Radio traffic. Here's Nate Connors.
Good news out there, Heather. That drive through Seattle is manageable for the first time since that morning commute began. South 5 just a little crowded in the U District through downtown. Nothing heavy. Linwood to Seattle, 20 minutes, right where we should be for this time of day. North 5 still jams up in Mercer across the Ship Canal Bridge, and that's going to be with us consistently for the next 5 months as Revive I-5 has 2 left lanes closed across the bridge. Bellevue, we're all clear westbound 90 at 405, so you can now access 405. In South Tacoma, we've got a new crash north 5 at South 48th. It's blocking your right center lane. You're backed up approaching 56th. And if you're heading over the passes anytime soon, all 4 are looking good. Stevens, Snoqualmie, White, and Blewett have no restrictions. KIRO News Radio real-time traffic. I'm Nate Connors.
KIRO News Radio 97.3 FM Northwest News. Now, the latest from KIRO News Radio and mynorthwest.com.
Good afternoon, I'm Heather Bosch. The gavel comes down in Olympia this hour, but Democrats and Republicans are already sparring over how Governor Ferguson should calculate his proposed budget.
In an early legislative session committee meeting, neither political side could agree on how much leftover budget money the governor can put toward his own proposed budget. Democrats favored a 1% reversion assumption. Republicans like Travis Couture said it should be 25% less than that, the same amount they assumed in their own budget forecasts.
There shouldn't be 2 sets of rules between what the legislature has to do and what the governor must do.
In the end, the sides compromised at a 0.9% reversion, a difference that equals close to $100 million in the state's biennial budget. Luke Ducey, KIRO News Radio.
As Nate mentioned, Revive I-5 roadwork is back. 2 lanes closed on I-5 northbound over Seattle Ship Canal Bridge. Express lanes open northbound until June, an area business owner tells KIRO 7 TV.
It's important to keep our infrastructure in repair, so in a way, we just have to bite the bullet.
Yeah, traffic was tough this morning. After a pause for the World Cup in June, the closures will resume in July. Gunfire near a hookah lounge in Seattle's Chinatown International District left a 27-year-old man wounded Saturday. The owner told police he fired his handgun to break up a fight. Police interviewed and released him later. Officers say a man turned up later with injuries consistent with a shotgun blast. Tens of thousands of dollars worth of Pokemon cards stolen from an Everett business. More from KIRO 7 TV's Jake Chapman.
Surveillance video from Mugu Games last Thursday shows someone breaking in the store and trying to make off with valuable Pokemon cards.
Went back outside, grabbed an axe is what it looked like, came in, smashed the window, grabbed some stuff.
Owner Michael Doran says in total, over $40,000 worth of Pokemon cards were stolen, including one card worth over $4,000 alone.
The thieves are still on the loose. The Seahawks' first playoff game is Saturday in Seattle against a familiar foe, the San Francisco 49ers. The Hawks dominated them with a 13-3 win earlier this month. 49ers head coach Kyle Shanahan.
They played us real well, definitely beat us, but I know we can play better than that, so glad we got another shot.
KIRO News Radio weather, cloudy skies with highs in the low 50s. It's 52 in downtown Seattle. I'm Heather Bosch.
Your best source for local news, serving Western Washington and the world with the KIRO Newsradio App. Always streaming live on your smart speakers. You're listening to KIRO News Radio, Northwest News.
And now, it's time for the Jake and Spike Show on KIRO News Radio. With your hosts, Jake Skorheim and Spike O'Neill.
Behold, a fiendish masterpiece from the bowels of hell! Mondays, for I hate Mondays. They make me so steamed. Weekends, I go for the weekends! Son of a
Happy Monday, January 12th. Jake Skorheim here, Spike O'Neill there.
Hey, buddy, happy Monday.
Happy Monday. It was a fast weekend.
It was a fast weekend.
Is that quick for you?
I thought it was just me.
No, it's
closed
fast.
my eyes and it was Monday morning.
Monday. Oh, I love Mondays, though. A lot of people don't like Mondays. And we kind of play that clip as kind of a little joke, like we only love the weekends. But I really do. I get so excited for fresh Mondays. It's a fresh new week. That's what I tell my kids.
I'm with you.
Leap into the new week,
We are
kids.
so lucky that we have an occupation that we love.
Yeah.
Love to do what we do. Love sharing our lives with the audience. Finding out what matters to them and trying to give it to them as fast as we can get it out here. But I love Mondays.
Yeah.
I love Mondays.
Yeah, absolutely. They're fun.
Tell me why.
Well, one of the reasons why I love Mondays is we got Jacob Rummel filling in today for Laura. She's out. She's celebrating her birthday. I think she's gone this weekend. But Jacob, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
We're super glad to have you. It's really fantastic. It's going to be a lot of fun for you. The pleasure is all yours.
I saw you slept at the station last night to beat that morning commute, Jacob. Nice call. Good call.
Yeah, that's right.
You made the right call.
We should just get right into commute. Should we get right into commute?
Yeah, that's first thing.
First
things
things
looking
first.
at, you bet.
Everybody had to drive. Well, not everybody. A lot of people had to drive in it, though, this morning. I had to drive in it. I left my house very, very early. I'm driving in from Snohomish County, so I'm like the prime person to get stuck in traffic for an extra hour.
What is your usual commute, not given the I-5 intrusion?
When I'm just driving in, if it's just normal everyday traffic,
Yes,
my usual commute takes me about an hour, just about an hour, which is fine because I'm able to listen to this podcast, which is great. I listen to the Jake and Spike podcast, like everybody should be listening to. Just download it.
You listen to yesterday's show again.
I listen to yesterday's show.
Smart.
A lot of people critique when they listen to things like that. If I hear anything to critique, I'll let you know. I haven't so far. All the shows have been perfect. I just sit there.
It's like giving yourself a pat on the back.
It is.
Every morning.
Yeah.
A positive affirmation.
Exactly. We're a
You're
very
good
positive
enough,
show.
You're smart enough, and gosh darn it, people like you.
People like you. So I usually listen to that, and I sit in this cozy little cocoon, and I drink my coffee, and I make ridiculous. I've told you this. I don't know if I've told the audience this, but I make big breakfast sandwiches for
you have
my
shared that,
community.
yeah.
I take pictures of them too, which is a weird hobby, and I don't share them with anyone.
You just keep them.
I just share. I just have them for myself, and I don't know why I've done this.
You're giving your stomach a pat on the back. There you go.
Yeah, but I make these massive egg sandwiches, and it's the best. But anyway, so there's a big traffic right now because the Ship Canal Bridge, they're doing those fixes.
Here we go again.
Here's the thing that's crazy, though, and this is supposed to last into 2027. Is that right? This fix?
Yeah, by the time they do the northbound, the southbound, take it from where it is restricted right now up to 50th, they'll go beyond that when this leg is over. Yeah, almost 2 full years.
Revive I-5 project?
Here we go, yeah.
But the Ship Canal Bridge, which is quite old, 63 years old, that carries 250,000 vehicles a day. So there's a lot of people who drive over that bridge.
It's the most traffic stretch of highway in the state of Washington, right? I heard that. I
believe easily. Yeah,
the most traffic stretch of road.
So they got to get it fixed. So but this is the part that this is confounding, man. I don't understand this. They're going to start the work, which they did. Today was, I guess, this weekend they started. But today was like the first major business day that it's been going. So people have to figure out. It's generally going to mean like an extra hour in your car, like between 30 and 60 minutes. That's
what I've come to realize. It's an hour of my life every day, 5 days a week while this project goes on.
There might be ways to go around if you live far enough north. Maybe you go over to 405 and you take the 520, 522 cutoff or whatever that thing is. But here's the part that I don't understand. They're going to stop work in June. They're going to work into June, and then in early June they're going to stop for the World Cup matches.
Correct.
That are coming. So they have 6 World Cup matches that are coming to Seattle area. Let's see here. June through mid-July, and then July through December, and then into 2027 they'll be working on the road. How do they stop something they've already started? How's that do they reseal it back up? Are they just... What are they doing?
It's my understanding that this isn't like they're gutting the entirety of that road bed at one time. This will be done little incremental stretches, little steps as you move forward.
Yeah.
And they understand that the amount of tourism and revenue coming into Seattle for the World Cup games, that 6-week stretch of World Cup activity.
They need to have it open.
They need to have it open because there's no way you can accommodate that type of, not just the daily, we who live here, play here, shop here, whatever. Our daily commuters, they can handle this, but when you add in the additional people that come in for the World Cup, the money coming in for World Cup will wash out the cost of shutting down and then restarting this project.
Okay.
It's an economic decision that they made. You just can't accommodate World Cup fandom and visitors with that stretch of road cut down. It's just going to make getting to and in and out of the cities to do these games impossible.
Okay, I guess that makes sense. I just still don't understand how they just
can just stop for 6 weeks.
This is a bridge.
Yeah.
There's just nothing but a couple hundred feet beneath you.
Right.
So are they just going to put a board over it?
No. They'll stop ripping up sections for those 6 weeks, and when those 6 weeks are over,
sections and have them ready to go.
They'll open and repair and replace the piece by piece by piece by piece by piece, and they're going to just systematically up that stretch of road.
All right. Well, I'm not a bridge builder, so these are questions.
Stopping for 6 weeks. I've just made
Did you have a long commute?
Yeah, I had an hour and 20 today, and today was probably, as we learned last time, they did it last spring in June, right?
Yeah.
Because they wanted to find out how it was going to impact, what people are going to have to do. They gave us a test run.
And it was hell.
At this. It was hell. And we made accommodations accordingly. As you mentioned, you can maybe find different routes. You can maybe take light rail. I did a lot during that 6 weeks of June.
A lot more
than you thought I did.
How many is a lot?
Well, a lot. You thought I'd do 0.
And you did?
7.
Okay.
Over a 6-week period.
How many did you pay for?
5. I got caught the second time I cheated and then paid. And which is ironic because I had 5 offenses before they started charging me. I could have lied my way through all 7 of those, basically.
Here's what because they don't enforce it. Once
you get
warnings and warnings and warnings and warnings.
5 warnings
Here's
before they start holding people accountable.
Why are they even charging anyone? You've already paid for it. I already paid for it.
Yeah,
I pay $1,700 a year for light rail that I'm never going to ride. I've ridden it once. You think it was $1,700 worth?
Should you bring your taxpayer card? Should your tax bill, your property tax bill, how we pay for these, should come with an ORCA card?
100%.
That's a great. And if you're not paying taxes in here, then you're not paying for it. You should pay the $2, $3, whatever it is, because they're going to raise it. You know they're going to raise it.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if you're already paying like you and I are, like $1,700 a year is my portion of that per year.
I'm with you.
So, I want something for my money. At least give me a shirt or something.
Just don't bill me twice.
Yeah.
I get it. We all got to pay. Don't double dip.
And then they have the gall to stop you.
Right? Me?
On the train?
Look at me.
This man paid for this train already.
That's what I should have told him.
You said I already paid for this train.
I should have pulled up my tax bill.
You should have.
I folded like a house of cards. I apologize.
You didn't cry, did you?
A little bit. I teared up, but then and the law enforcement officer or the fair enforcement officer wasn't having none of it.
He's
cold,
yeah,
steely.
He goes, I've met people like you, cheaters, people who steal from the public on these trains. Like we're stealing by forcing you to pay for these trains.
Yeah, never deny another man is con, Mr. Fair Enforcement Officer.
Yeah, I'm not a train fan, but I'll bet you a lot of people are going to be taking them during this traffic.
Well, 2 years of this, people, it's a month of it, we'll see how many people alter their commutes, alter their, break. What is that? The campaign, the Break the Zombie Commute?
Yeah.
Right? We do this just because it's force of habit. We just go through dead in the mornings. Maybe 2 years of this will change people's habits. Maybe it'll steer up to that 2% ridership we dream of.
That pie in the sky, 2% number.
2%, yeah,
maybe.
They
say maybe someday we could hopefully get to. All right, well, we'll see what happens. Can we move on to this next story? This is just it's one of those stories that unfortunately I had coffee with a friend this morning, and the first thing he says to me, the very first thing out of his mouth, he goes, "Did you see that puppy fentanyl story?" And I said, "Yes."
I hadn't
yes,
seen it.
I did.
You shared it this morning.
So Sky Valley Fire, this is wild. And what's crazy to me is that this is not a unique story. I could now remember a handful of stories like this where you have worst case scenarios when we're telling stories about little kids.
Travis Couture was on with us last week.
Travis was on last week talking about that.
He's got a proposed bill to amend the Family First Act, which is flawed.
Keep families together.
Keep families together. Yeah.
But yeah, so this is in that same vein of I can't believe as a society that we have these problems, but we do. So I'm going to read to you. This is Sky Valley Fire put this out on Facebook. We've reached out to Sky Valley Fire, and hopefully they're going to come on with us and talk about this. And it has this is one of the stories that has a happy ending, which is good, especially when you're talking about puppies. The Sky Valley Fire's post. Earlier today, some individuals brought 3 unresponsive 10-week-old puppies to Station 54. Firefighters found all 3 puppies were in critical condition with respiratory and full arrest. Oh, that's horrible. Firefighters knew that the 3 puppies suffering from symptoms, same symptoms, the cause has to be environmental poisoning of some kind. Crews performed life-saving procedures, including CPR, oxygen therapy, and administered Narcan. They got puppy Narcan.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Microdosing, little tiny. Yeah.
Isn't that wild?
It is. Because what? The sad thing is they knew what to do because, like you said, it's not the first time we're hearing about this stuff.
They said, I've seen these puppies. These puppies been on this stuff before. Not these puppies. They've seen other puppies. Okay, so they said also knowing that fentanyl is one of the major causes of poisoning when introduced into the air as powder. It was our firefighters' best guess that the puppies had experienced an OD. The fire officer in charge called the sheriff's office to respond as they worked to revive the puppies. The 3 puppies responded to the treatment. This is the good part. And were resuscitated. The story doesn't end there, though. The post continues. Sheriff deputies were able to find the individuals at their home and found 3 additional very sick puppies and rushed them to Fire Station 54, where EMTs provided additional life-saving measures. This is the great news. All 6 puppies were taken to urgent care veterinary clinic. We are told all 6 puppies are recovering. A big thank you to firefighters, EMTs, and our sheriff's deputies. And the 24-hour urgent veterinary care. It is our hope that the puppies fully recover and find loving forever homes.
Not the Keep the Pack Together Act.
Yeah.
They're not going to return these puppies to their mom.
I hope not. Also, what happens with these people that had these 6 puppies who OD'd on fentanyl? That's a question that I would like answered.
Well, that's why they sent sheriff deputies to the home.
Were there any arrests made of the people in the home for having illegal drugs in their home?
We should reach out to the local law enforcement community.
We absolutely should. But isn't that a sad story that happens?
Heartbreaking.
It's heartbreaking.
But it's
but
funny.
It's also uplifting because they saved the puppies.
Plus, I'll tell you something else too. And this, you brought the story on, and it breaks your heart. You love to hear that the puppies are going to be okay.
Yeah.
I found some solace, a silver lining in the fact that the people who brought the puppies in initially, they realized that their pups were sick, even in their fentanyl-induced sickness.
Yeah.
Their addicted sickness. They cared enough about these pups to bring them in for medical attention.
Now, I will say this. It's not confirmed in the story that the puppies got the fentanyl from their owners. Although they did say that when they went and found the people,
there were 3 more.
There was 3 additional. But I guess it is possible that those 3 puppies, and we should probably say this for legal reasons, it is possible that, let's say they had 6 puppies.
Yeah.
And they're walking all 6 puppies at the same time, and they all sniff at a container on the ground, and that container contained drugs.
Yeah, that's possible.
And maybe all the puppies got an OD from the drugs. I don't know where they got the drugs. I'm suspicious. I'm dubious that that's the case.
The fact that the other 3 at home also were poisoned.
Yeah, it doesn't bode well for where these puppies. And the puppies are looking for loving forever homes. That leads me also to believe that maybe the situation they were in wasn't the best situation.
What the deputies saw at this home where they found the other 3 was an unsafe environment.
This might be an opportunity. My wife and I, we've been talking about, we got all these kids, and these kids need stuff to do, and they need chores. You want to raise good kids, you got to put them to work. We were thinking about getting a dog.
Is it? Oh, okay.
But I don't know if I want to bring in a drug-addicted dog. Can they shake that?
Once they get that taste.
Once they get taste for that
man,
stuff.
you know how pups are.
Yeah, I do.
It starts with cheese. Next thing you know, I'm not going to go down
Next thing you know.
Next thing you know. You know what? I think you'd be safe. I really do.
Probably.
I mean, these are pups.
I don't want to find out, though, there's puppies introducing my kids to dangerous stuff,
They hadn't been using for a while. It's not like, these puppies have been through rehab several times. They weren't ready to get clean.
Also, what kind of dog is it? They don't say.
They
don't say
puppies. They don't say what kind of pup it is. Yeah.
There are dogs. Like, have you seen pit bull puppies?
Sure. They're gorgeous.
Adorable.
Yeah, absolutely.
Have you seen adult pit bull dogs? Obviously, they have their stories associated with them.
There's a taste for that.
There's stories about pit bull dogs. Yeah. And they get a bad rap because they're in the news a lot.
I got a dear friend who's in pit bull rescue back over in the Carolinas.
Yeah.
And she's a firm believer that there's no such thing as a bad breed, just bad ownership. And I believe that. I really do. Difference about pits is when they go astray. You get a rogue Chihuahua. Your family's not as much at risk.
Yeah, it's different.
As a rogue pitty, right?
100%.
So it's not the dog's fault, but still,
But their capacity to do damage?
Yes, once broken.
Yes. Yeah. If you have a toy poodle.
Right. If a tricycle rolls down your driveway and hits something, okay.
Yeah.
If a Mack truck rolls down your driveway and hits something. A little different outcome. You gotta be a little more careful. That's probably solid thinking on your part. Be a little more careful.
I've seen a photo of these dogs that the Skybound Fire has since posted.
Can you post that? Can we show that to the audience?
Share it?
Yeah, they look like Labradors.
Can you pull that up? I'm going to make a decision right now.
Okay.
I'll send it over. Shall we let the audience decide if you should adopt one?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Hey, texters.
That'd be really funny. 888-973-5476.
I'm sure your wife.
If I can get enough positive response from the audience, my wife might just have to go with it.
Yeah.
We're going to post online here and find out these dogs.
Gotta give the people what they want.
Speaking of giving the people what they want, I just want you all listening right now to make sure you tune back in at 2:30. You got to tune in at 2:30. We have a very special guest.
We got a big reveal.
Got a big reveal, very special guest. You may all know that the guy who follows our show, John Curley, has been out.
Took some time.
Got a little work done. Mm-hmm. He was talking about that, right? We weren't the only ones talking about it.
Yeah, he's very, very public about it.
Very public about it.
Very
okay.
He keeps it 100.
The people we booked to replace him were calling themselves the facelift fill-ins. So he was.
Yeah.
I never said that out loud. I want to make for the record.
So he got a little nip tuck situation.
Yeah.
And so I was surprised though, because that was just last week, and he came in today, but he's been hiding his face, and so we were like, John, I mean, I know you want to make the big reveal on your show at 3, but would you mind coming in at 2:30? And he said, yeah, I'll come in.
Nice.
And we were surprised by that.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
So if you want to see the new John at 2:30,
you want a half an hour head start.
You want a head start on that. Right. You tune back into us.
And you folks those folks who don't tune in until 3, shame on you.
Yeah, you're going to get a sneak peek.
Well, not just today, every day. Shame on you.
Oh yeah.
What do you think? There's something better out there until 3 o'clock than this?
If they don't tune in until 3, they're not listening.
If you got a friend who's waiting until 3,
okay,
tell them what they're missing.
Yeah, I thought you were just like shouting at people who aren't listening to the show.
That's what I do.
Shouting to the void. At 2:30, John's going to join us, and you can get the big reveal right here on the show. It should be a lot of fun. Oh, there's a puppy.
Oh my gosh!
Good Lord!
They look like retrievers.
Answers say yes. That's the answer
right now. Look at those fuzz buckets of love, will you?
Those were the dogs addicted to drugs?
Look at them. It's never the ones you suspect.
Holy moly. Boy, I have brought in some vicious stereotypes about dogs.
Me too. Those are gorgeous.
That is Captain America dogs right there. That's the cutest little puppy I've ever seen. I want to stand up and salute the flag. Look at that thing.
Look at that.
That is the most beautiful golden retriever I've ever seen. Those are...
Yeah. Let's reach out. Let's reach out to the...
I would like to find out if those are available.
Do we know where they are? We'll find out. Let's home them all by 3 o'clock. By 2:30.
I would nurse that dog through his drug addiction or her drug addiction. Yeah.
Yeah, you would. Yeah, you would. Look at them.
I'd pat their brow and wipe their little sweat.
Sure.
As they're just trying to shake off whatever they're doing.
Sober, buddy. Down. Put it down. Good boy.
I would, and I'd put a leash on him so he couldn't go out and score.
Yep. Muzzle for the first 72 hours, I say, is probably the right.
Those are adorable. Good Lord.
I feel so much better about this story now that we know they're safe.
Yeah.
And we look at how beautiful they are. Oh.
I want to adopt that dog. Any one of those dogs I'd take.
I want all 6. I want to keep them together.
It's a lot.
I want to make a lot of energy.
Yeah. It's a lot of energy.
It's a lot of energy.
All right. When we come back, We got to talk a little bit about the Seahawks. Seahawks are going to play the 49ers.
Yeah.
But you were there the last time the Seahawks came into town for a playoff game. You were there.
Oh, yeah.
And you were sitting right next to one of the most famous plays in Seahawks history.
I was closer to the tip than I am to Nick right now. That's how close I was.
We're going to play that audio, and then we're going to also talk about what that experience was like and your predictions for what's going to happen. So stick around. We'll be right back.
Seattle's Morning News, weekday morning 6 to 9.
Congressman Adam Smith, the ranking member on the House Armed Services Committee, situation in Minneapolis.
I think this is just the obvious and terrible outcome of the way Trump has approached law enforcement. There seems to be no accountability, and the message going out is do what you got to do. There are no rules. There will be no accountability.
Watch the full interview and subscribe to KIRO News Radio on YouTube. This is a test of your emergency alert system.
This is a test, only a test, of the emergency alert system from the Island County Department of Emergency Management. In the event of an actual emergency, this system would bring you important information. The following tones will conclude this test.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. No, we're not one of the big guys. Truth is, we don't want to be. If you're over 50, Big Wireless probably has you paying for more data than you might need. You could be throwing away thousands over a lifetime.
Our entry-level data plans start at just $20 a month. And for a limited time, switch and get your second month free. Call 1-888-FREEDOM, visit consumercellular.com or a store near you and get your second month free today. Plans include $5 credit for auto-pay and e-billing. See site for additional details.
Meet Matthew Preston. Inside his apartment, everything he holds dear is protected by Progressive's renter's insurance, like his laptop and a surprisingly valuable collection of baseball bobbleheads. Outside his apartment, his laptop is still protected, as are his bobbleheads, which he carries around with him for reasons no one knows. Renters, the limits of protection aren't just the four walls of your home. When you're in Progressive's Protection Zone, get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and third-party insurers.
I love a day on the water with friends, but my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis sometimes holds me back. Now I'm all in with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi. Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy.
Teaching music is my passion, but my active psoriatic arthritis can limit me at times. Now I'm treating my joint symptoms with Skyrizi.
With Skyrizi, most people with plaque psoriasis saw 90% clearer skin at 4 months.
Or if you are an adult with active psoriatic arthritis, Skyrizi helps you move with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
There's nothing like clearer skin.
There's nothing like better movement, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi. Visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZI to learn more.
Happy New Year, Susan. I really appreciate you picking up the bill for lunch.
I'm happy to. One of my New Year's resolutions is being better with money. So I've started using Upside, the free app that pays you cash back for buying gas.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get paid cash when you buy gas with the Upside app?
Yes, I earn cash back just for buying the gas I was already buying.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make $200 to $300 this year.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now in the App Store or Google Play and start earning cash back on everyday gas purchases. Use promo code RIDER for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's up to 50 cents per gallon on your next fill up. You can cash out anytime, right to your bank account or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code RIDER for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code RIDER. Code RIDER. Offers vary by user and location. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions.
John Curley here. You know that moment when your house feels colder than it should? You turn up the thermostat and nothing? For over a decade, I've trusted the team at Home Comfort Alliance. They show up when they say they will, and they get straight to work, and they do it right. They've been keeping homes comfortable for over 40 winters. Remember, for all your heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical needs, including standby generators, call the Comfort People, Home Comfort Alliance, or visit homecomfortalliance.com.
Well, the wet, chilly weather has certainly arrived. It's Mike Salk here, and if your attic and crawl space are well insulated, your home should be fine. Should feel cozy and warm without your furnace having to work overtime. But you'd be surprised to learn how many homes in Western Washington lack insulation in these spaces. It's why you call Crawl Pros. If you're feeling cold drafts or seeing that heating bill spike, now's a great time to learn if you got anything going on behind that crawl space or attic by calling Crawl Pros. They'll come out to your house just like they did to mine, do the corner-to-corner inspection. In my case, they found the problem, showed me the pictures, and then they got it all fixed. Now, if they do discover your home is under or improperly insulated, they'll show you all the utility rebates that are available to help you get the work done correctly. Like if you're a PSE customer and your home was built before 1990, you could get a rebate to cover up to 95% of the cost of the insulation job. If you're worried anything is going on in your crawl space or attic, including critters, water intrusion, mold, plumbing issues, anything, call Crawl Pros and schedule your free corner-to-corner inspection at crawlpros.com.
If you're hurt in a car accident, call Harold Car Law Offices right away. They'll save you time and get you more money from insurance while you're able to focus on recovering. Visit carlaw.com. 2 R's in car. Car accident? Call CAR.
Hi, I'm Justin Shirley. We offer 0 down, 0 interest, and 0 payments for 24 months on new roofs. Call 866-ROOF-ROOF now. State Roofing and Exteriors. Held to a higher standard since 1968.
KIRO Newsradio 97.3 FM, Northwest News. Now, the latest from KIRO Newsradio and mynorthwest.com.
Good afternoon, I'm Heather Bosch. It's here, the commuting chaos that is Revive I-5. Roadwork shut down 2 lanes of Seattle Ship Canal Bridge northbound. Express lanes are fixed northbound.
It's a better system while we have the closures in place.
State Transportation Secretary Julie Meredith there, but all the closures is putting major pressure on your southbound commute. Details coming up in traffic. State lawmakers in Olympia start the legislative session today with Governor Bob Ferguson and Democrats asking for a millionaire's tax.
Governor Ferguson says the 10% tax on earnings over $1 million annually will create tax relief for lower earners by expanding the workers' family tax credit, small business B&O exemptions, and potentially reducing sales taxes.
And I think most Washingtonians, and I think even most millionaires will support that.
Republican Representative Chris Gilden calls the tax a slippery slope.
We should call this a first slice of the pie tax, because this is just the first slice of the pie. It is going to expand.
Luke Ducey, KIRO News Radio.
Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell not flinching, even though the Justice Department is threatening to indict him over cost overruns on a Fed building project. Powell says Trump is just trying to pressure him into lowering interest rates.
Public service sometimes requires standing firm in the face of threats. I will continue to do the job the Senate confirmed me to do, with integrity and a commitment to serving the American people.
President Trump has been briefed on options for defending people in Iran protesting amid an economic crisis. And now Trump says
Iran called to negotiate. Yesterday, the leaders of Iran called they want to negotiate.
Trump is scheduled to meet with Venezuelan opposition leader Maria Correa Machado at the White House on Thursday. Trump has declined to endorse her as president of Venezuela. U.S. forces arrested the last president on drug trafficking charges. Trump is still eyeing Greenland.
I'm Vicki Barker at the Foreign Desk. Greenland's government has just said it will not accept a U.S. takeover under any circumstance. And the semi-independent Danish island says it will work to develop its defense under NATO, of which it is a member. Last week, 6 NATO member states affirmed they backed Danish resistance to a U.S. takeover of Greenland.
On Wall Street, the Dow is up 51 points. NASDAQ ahead 101. KIRO News Radio traffic. Here's Nate Connors.
Thanks, Heather. Lake Washington Windows and Doors has the update. We're looking good across the region, aside from just a couple minor issues. In Auburn, we just cleared a crash southbound 167 at State Route 18, but traffic still stacks up approaching the interchange. This is your only backup, though, along the Valley Freeway. It's still a quick 25-minute commute between Renton and Puyallup. In South Tacoma, North 5 at South 48th, the earlier collision has been moved to the far right exit lane. You're backed up still to 72nd, but you're moving pretty good, so Olympia to Tacoma has improved to 35 minutes. In Bellevue, North 405 at Southeast 8th, the disabled semi is on your right shoulder, but it's hugging that fog line, so we've got a brief backup at the seam. And if you head through Seattle right now, South 5 looking good, pretty much wide open. North 5 is packed just past Mercer across the Ship Canal Bridge. Save $600 off windows and $1,500 off doors from Lake Washington Windows and Doors. Plus, enjoy 12 months, same as cash financing. Don't wait. Visit LakeWashingtonWindows.com today. KIRO News Radio, real-time traffic. I'm Nate Connors.
KIRO News Radio weather, cloudy skies with highs in the low 50s. It's 52 in downtown Seattle. I'm Heather Bosch.
Your best source for local news. You're listening to KIRO News Radio, Northwest News.
All right, welcome back to the show. We're getting close. We are just a little under a week away. The Seattle Seahawks are going to be playing the San Francisco 49ers. Did you watch that game, 49ers?
And the Eagles game? Oh, yeah, you bet. Yeah, you bet.
Who are you? Okay, so...
Who was I rooting for?
There was two teams you could be rooting for.
Sure.
You could either be rooting for the 49ers or the Rams to play the Hawks. So which one were you wanting to play?
I hate getting. I'll tell you. I'm happy to tell you. It was the Niners. I'm absolutely happy to tell you.
Yeah.
I hate getting into that though because you're supposed to not care who you play. Doesn't matter who you play.
Oh, I care.
You know. I was rooting for the Packers the night before. I wanted that 7-seed Packer team to come to town.
Yeah.
You know when they blew it. What a chokeout. What an absolute collapse. The Packers against the Bears.
Congrats to the Bears.
Yeah. Well, was that a Bear win or was that a Packer chokeout? Because that was When the Packers came out in the second half with a 21-3 lead and started to just milk the clock for the entirety of the second half, play to not lose, you will guarantee
to
lose.
Saying. Yeah, if they were a little more aggressive.
Don't take your foot off the gas, right?
Yeah.
Anywho, so first, of course, I want the Packers or the 7th. You always want the lowest seed. I don't want to face the Rams.
I don't want to face
if
the
we
Rams.
can avoid it. I'm praying for a Bears win.
Mm-hmm.
I hope it snows and there's a blizzard, a white. I hope the abominable snowman comes in to that game and gets the Rams off the board because I fear, not that I fear, but as a guy who knows a little bit about football, Puka Nacua is a beast. That guy can beat a team single-handedly.
They're much healthier too than the 49ers.
Yes.
But I have felt fortunate when the Seahawks beat them the last time. It was
the Rams, you mean?
Yes.
Yes.
It felt like, hey, we got away with one there, which is great.
You need a backwards pass. You need everything to go your way.
Everything. So I wanted the 49ers too. I was very happy that they won that game.
Yeah.
I feel bad that they're so banged up, but man, do they have some injuries right now that work to the Seahawks' benefit.
Supposed to get their starting tackle, All-Pro, Hall of Famer Trent Williams.
Sure.
Supposed to be back for the game.
Yeah.
Which will help them a little bit, but.
But to lose Kittle, I mean, he's a good player.
And I love what we played last week.
I love Kittle. I love George
played his tape from the post game last week. The Hawks were kind of celebrating in their stadium. He was damn right. I'd do it too. I'd do the exact same blank.
Yeah.
I love a guy like that.
So here's the thing. The Seahawks are going to play the 49ers. It's going to be here. Obviously, we get those rights.
The 1 seeds play on Saturday.
We're going to play Saturday, and this is the first time that the 49ers have been back in town for a playoff game since this infamous moment. Was this 12 years ago, this Richard Sherman pass tip to Crabtree?
13, yeah.
12, 13 years ago? Yeah, 12 years ago. So, okay, you were at that game. How close were you to this tip?
Well, if you were watching on the YouTube channel right now, I'm in that picture. That's a picture of the tip.
It's like a Where's Waldo?
That's literally Sherman just after the tip had happened, and there's Malcolm Smith waiting to intercept the ball that ended the game that sent us to the Super Bowl. It's the NFC Championship game.
Before you point us out, so people have a chance to go to YouTube and you can show them where you were sitting.
Sure.
Can we play this clip? This is the infamous. I mean, this was the tip. This was the tip. It's the tip.
Do a Google search the tip. Put in Seahawks the tip. Because if you go search the tip, you could lose your job.
You want to see this picture right now? Do a Google image search of just kidding,
Seahawks.
don't do that.
Just put it.
Seahawks the tip.
That's how famous it is.
Yeah.
Put in Seahawks the tip. You'll get these pictures.
Yes, you will. Okay, but here's what happened.
40 seconds to play in the game. Kaepernick, end zone, Crabtree, broken up, picked off. This game is over. Knocked in the air off the hands of Richard Sherman. Tell him again.
Richard, let me ask you the final
this is that famous.
Take me through it.
Well, I'm the best corner in the game. When you try me with a sorry receiver like Crabtree, that's the result you're going to get. Don't you ever talk about me.
Who was talking about you?
Crabtree, don't you open your mouth about the best. Or I'm going to set it for you real quick.
Poor Aaron Andrews.
Remember poor Aaron?
Her face.
Although she
Who was talking about you?
Do you see her? What game was she at this weekend? Was she at the
dressed like an
She was
ostrich?
at the Eagles game. Yes.
Yeah.
Cruella DeVille on the sidelines for
Literally dressed like a bird.
Prime Sports, Prime, Amazon Prime Football.
I saw a picture of her, and it said she had to kill 15 emus
to get that
for this
But
jacket.
she was warm. Good for her.
Yeah.
So how close was I? I'm in this picture. This is a picture of the tip. If you see, Malcolm Smith is the guy waiting to intercept the ball, the guy, the player to the left.
Yep.
Right behind you see a guy in a white outfit and a little fence next to. See that piece of fence?
Yeah.
That fence, of course, is Big Low, the
That's
infamous
Big Low.
with his C fence right there.
I've known Big Low. He's a Seattle fixture,
he's
Seattle
iconic.
fan fixture.
Absolutely.
I've known him since I was 16 years old. When I was working for the Sonics, he used to come down to all the games.
His history is
lean over the fence.
When he hit it big, he hit a lottery ticket. Won it big. He got that first row in the end zone. He got that bench.
He got the
Sonics and the Mariner games. He was first row, third base at the third base line there.
Listen, he knows what he loves. That's where you spend your money.
I'm sitting right behind Big Low. If you look at that little fence, there's Big Low, and above that is a white cap. See the white cap in the second row there?
Yes.
That's my brother Kevin. Next to that, and a black cap is me sitting there. I was right behind the guy in the all white. That's
that I can see you.
Pimp. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how close we were to those games.
Wow.
Right there. The next year when the Hawks beat the Packers on that overtime throw was right there, also right in front of us. That overtime from Russell Wilson to Jermaine Kearse was right in front of us.
Are you talking about the replacement refs?
No. Because we went to back-to-back Super Bowls.
Yeah, okay.
Next year we had the come from behind win against the Packers.
Where they
overtime.
came back by 19?
Yes. We were that close to that play.
Wow.
I threw Skittles on Paul Allen's head from that seat. I'm sitting in that seat right there with a Costco-sized bag of Skittles, and Paul Allen and John Schneider are standing right at the back of the end zone, and I'm literally raining Skittles on their heads. And the guard goes, "Are you nuts?" I said, look at the smile on Paul Allen's face. Do you think he's upset with me raining Skittles down upon his head?
Can I be honest?
Yeah.
He might have been a little upset.
He was happy. You should have seen
being
the
hit in the head with
smile.
Skittles? Would you not be bugged by that?
It was a gentle rain. I wasn't pelting him. I was throwing them up, and they were coming down upon him.
Can you imagine?
A beautiful cascading
You're
rain
one of the
storm
wealthiest
of
men in
piddles.
the world. You're one of the wealthiest men in the world. You're watching a team that you own.
Mm-hmm.
Having tremendous success.
The hype.
Just enjoying the moment. Living in the moment.
Unprecedented success.
And some jerk in the back is tossing Skittles on
Skittles
your head.
at your head, yeah.
Drive me nuts.
You should have seen the smile on his face. It was like he just invented the internet again. Or whatever it was.
Whatever he did.
Microsoft.
To make so
he
much
had just
money.
figured out, I am never going to have
It's
to
like
work
he had
again.
just come up with Microsoft
Right.
Word.
He was happier that day I threw Skittles at him.
Well, good for you.
And
That's
the Niners
amazing that you were there for that.
The two of those, both those moments. I was there for Beastquake in the same
So
seats.
fun.
For Beastquake.
Are you feeling good about the game?
I feel great about the game.
Do you feel too good about the game? That's a question. Do you feel too confident?
You always got to worry about a team you just embarrassed 2 weeks ago. We embarrassed that team too. That's a motivated team.
They keep losing pieces.
They do. And we're not. We've never been healthier all year long.
Seahawks have just been like chilling out.
Yep.
Relaxing.
It's going to be great. It's going to be great.
Oh, I can't wait.
Plus, there's a new pope, so we're a lock, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Every year there's a new pope. Seahawks make it to
Bowl.
the Super Bowl. That's just fact. You look that up. All right. We got a lot more coming up. Stick around. You don't want to miss a second of it. We'll be right back.
After a slugfest to win the NFL's toughest division, the number 1 seed Seahawks' first playoff opponent, naturally an NFC West rival.
And Purdy goes down inside the 15-yard line.
Seahawks, 49ers, Saturday. And Lumen will be rocking.
All teed up.
The road to the Super Bowl runs through Seattle. And KIRO Newsradio 97.3 FM and the KIRO Newsradio app.
Hot air rises, and if your attic isn't properly insulated, that hot air is going to rise right through your ceiling, into your attic, and out your roof that's far past its half-life. That sounds cold and expensive. Hey, this is Jake Skorheim. Did you know that 25% of your home's heat loss is through your attic? So if your furnace is working overtime, it's time to call Valentine. And right now, Valentine has a great winter special. You can bundle attic insulation with any new roof, and you're going to save an additional 10% off your entire project. Plus, with Valentine's financing options, they make it easy. No matter what your home needs, insulation, gutters, siding, or a new roof, you are guaranteed the Valentine experience, which is seamless communication, meticulous cleanup, and extra mile service, even in winter weather. My home is protected by Valentine. They keep me off the roof, which keeps my wife happy. I trust them to help you too. So lock in your winter bundle savings now. Call 206 Roofing today. Again, that's 206 Roofing. And when you see those red Valentine vans, you know your home is in good hands.
I had pain. I had numbness in my feet. That pain and that numbness just got worse and worse and worse as time went on.
This is Greg describing life with neuropathy.
I went to 5 podiatrists, tried different treatments, tried different orthotics, tried different shoes, had cortisone shots in the tops and the bottoms of my feet. Saw a neurologist. All my medical doctors said, can't help you. Live with the pain. You're not going to be able to sleep. This is your life. And then I just gave up until I found Sound Pain Solutions.
I'm Dr. Mark Shelley, a chiropractic physician and board-certified functional neurologist at Sound Pain Solutions. Our neuropathy treatments can rehabilitate damaged nerves. We use FDA-cleared, non-surgical, drug, and pain-free procedures that help neuropathy sufferers like Greg find relief.
I feel better. I mean, just feeling better is huge.
If you experience numbness, shooting or burning pains, or loss of balance, call us. Sound Pain Solutions, 855-996-0025, or click soundpainsolutions.com.
When you walked through your kitchen this morning, what'd you see? Did it make you happy? Hi, I'm Chad Cicchini, owner of Heritage Homecraft. Well, I want to make you happy. We'll custom build you all new cabinet doors and drawer fronts, and using our exclusive 1/4-inch solid wood refacing process, transform your existing cabinets into a beautiful new kitchen. Add a custom quartz countertop, change things up a bit, add some more cabinets, install some cool new features like soft close drawers and sliding shelves, whatever you like. We'll help you to create the new kitchen you'll be proud of. All in about a week, and all with way less mess, hassle, time, and expense than to tear out. Stop waiting. For 18 years, we've been honored to serve thousands of happy customers, and we'd love to serve you. Call today and I'll get one of our pros to come out and show you how easy and comfortable it'll be to get going on your new kitchen. Heritage Homecraft, 425-485-1600, 425-485-1600, or heritagehomecraft.com.
Guys, if your energy is low, your strength isn't what it used to be, or your drive feels off, it's not just getting older. For many men, it's low testosterone. At Revive Men's Health Washington, you can start with a free T-check, exam, and consultation, so you get real answers about your testosterone levels and overall health. And this month only, qualified patients may receive 25% off testosterone replacement therapy. This isn't guesswork or one-size-fits-all treatment. Revive specializes in personalized, closely monitored testosterone care designed to help men feel stronger, sharper, and more like themselves again. With over 120,000 patients treated since 2011, Revive Men's Health is trusted for results, not hype. If you've been putting this off, now is the time to act. Claim your free T-check and consultation and see if you qualify for 25% off TRT. This month only. Call 206-529-1111. That's 206-529-1111. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com. Terms apply, must medically qualify.
Every season is a little bit different here in Washington, but I'll tell you what, the amount of rain never seems to change in the winter, and we have sure gotten a ton of it this season. All that rain, all that water, it's all got to go somewhere. And if it makes its way into your crawl space, that's when it can create all sorts of problems, including real structural damage, which could really affect your home. But more importantly, for the health of your family, the water in that crawl space could create toxic mold, and that has serious health repercussions. Thankfully, we have Crawl Pros. They can come in and keep your crawl space dry, install a sump pump and drainage, and reroute that water back out and away from your home. They'll also take care of any mold that may have been created. Don't take the risk. It's too important. The best way to learn if you have any water is to ask Crawl Pros to visit your home and inspect your crawl space for free. Crawl Pros will go where you don't want to. So if you're worried about water damage, mold, insulation issues, or anything else related to your crawl space or attic, call Crawl Pros or visit crawlpros.com.
No heat, electrical issues, frozen pipes, no power? John Curley here, recommending you call Home Comfort Alliance. For over 40 years, doing heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical right, including including standby generators. Call the comfort people at homecomfortalliance.com.
Paid political announcement.
More than half of short-term rentals across Washington are booked by Washingtonians. Families traveling for their children's tournaments and games. Firefighters fighting wildfires. Traveling nurses providing critical care. Every day, short-term rentals are helping make travel more affordable. Legislators in Olympia are considering increasing taxes on short-term rentals. But with the cost of everything going up, we can't take another price increase. Keep travel affordable for us. Paid for by Airbnb helps our state thrive host pack.
All right, welcome back to the show. Woo, we got a lot of great stuff coming up. Look at that. Spike's showing me pictures of... This is you throwing Skittles on top of...
No, that's a different shot because I'm wearing my Super Bowl beanie.
Who's that?
In that
Is that Steve
picture.
Largent?
Probably Largent down there.
Probably Largent.
Yeah.
Anyway, we have a lot of stuff coming up. We're going to talk about the Seahawks a little bit more in depth in a few minutes with
We'll get
Mike
the nuts
Lefko.
and bolts of the X's and O's. Yeah.
He's going to let us know exactly what to expect and give us all the ups and downs, what's going to happen.
How much you should risk on your wager, that kind of thing. You know, the stuff you can use.
We can't technically encourage you to gamble, and we wouldn't, but I know there are people out there who do that kind of thing. 1:30, I just got confirmation. We're going to talk to somebody from Sky Valley Fire about those puppies. I haven't told my wife this yet, but I am going to see if I can adopt one of those dogs.
Can you bring one in?
Can he bring a...
Yeah, just save you a trip. Bring a puppy in.
Let me ask you this.
Take one home.
Is it clean? Is he still addicted to drugs?
Oh, that's fair.
Because if he's
Let
not,
the detox.
he's
You're
going
right.
to the bathroom everywhere.
You're right.
That could be a problem.
Right.
Let's wait till he's cleaned up.
There you go. Good call.
And he's back on the straight and narrow. But no, those dogs are adorable, so that'd be great. Anyway, that guy's going to be out at 1:30. At 2:30, you're not going to want to miss this. John Curley, who did have major surgery. He had a major facelift, and he's been talking about it, and now we saw him in this studio today.
Back at work.
But he was hiding his face, and so we said, hey, do you want to... I said, this is a big ask, but do you want to come on the show at 2:30 and...
you want to give us the reveal?
Give us a big scoop. And he said,
on.
yeah, I'll come on your show. And we said, are you serious? Isn't that the kind of thing you'd want to do with your audience? We're not trying to talk him out of it.
No.
But he said, yeah, I'll come on at 2:30. So he's going to join us live in studio at 2:30. So if you want to see what John Curley looks like now, your guess is as good as mine.
From the rest of the city.
Yeah, and we'll do that at 2:30. It'd be fun. All right. Spike, I saw this story. This is apparently becoming a real thing that people are doing, and we like to keep people abreast of all the latest happenings. And weddings, people are not catering weddings as much anymore. You just had a wedding.
We just, my oldest got married in April of last year, late April.
Did you have a caterer, or did you guys make it yourself?
Oh, did we have a caterer?
Yeah.
Oh, did we have a caterer?
Pretty good, I imagine.
Yeah, I didn't realize they probably brought in beluga whales just to get the fresh caviar. They kept the belugas in a tank in the kitchen apparently, and harvested it. Yeah, right. So it was super fresh. 20 minutes ago, this was in the mother. I could not believe
that's a new thing, right?
Yeah, I didn't even know it was available. Just throw a couple extra zeros on it. You can have everything you want, apparently.
You can what do they even call that? That wouldn't be like a milking, right?
That was tank the table. I think they call that. Ugh.
How do you get a beluga whale tank to a wedding?
Oh,
that
it's
very
not cheap.
pricey.
They had you got to build the tank 2 weeks early, and then get the water to settle, much like any aquarium.
Sure.
You can't just from the tap to the tank. You can't do that.
Dangerous for the whale.
Plus, it makes the caviar taste watery.
Yeah.
You don't want that.
No, you don't want that.
I could not believe the largest expense at my kid's wedding was catering.
Was it really?
Absolutely.
That was the biggest thing you paid for?
Yep, was catering.
Did you guys have a discussion about food trucks? Because that's what this article was saying. It's basically food trucks are kind of a hack.
I wish I'd had the story a year ago. I really do. We would have had that conversation. We would have had it.
That wasn't even on the table?
No.
Some venues don't allow it. Some venues require you. So I wonder if that's possible. Like you guys had chosen the venue.
I know that was the case.
And then the venue said, we have to do catering.
I know one of the one of the best restaurant owners in the area. Well, we've talked about before, when they impose some of these business taxes on these owners, these restaurant owners. A friend of mine owns 5 restaurants and a catering service up in the Edmonds area. And we asked him about, he would be thrilled to cater my kid's wedding.
Sure.
Not allowed. Had to use in-house suppliers.
It's like that bottle opening fee that they do in places where you're allowed to bring your booze, but they'll charge
fee,
you.
Right?
Yeah, corking fee.
Yeah.
That's the biggest.
You can bring your own wine, but it's $80 to take your cork out, or I'll sell you my wine for $50. You make the call.
Exactly. Yeah. Feels a little mobstery to me.
It feels a little onerous.
We could uncork that for you.
Sure. You got a nice bottle of wine. Shame something happened to it.
It'd be a real shame. Jacob, you're younger than we are. You probably still go to a lot of weddings. Food trucks? Are you seeing a lot of food trucks?
No,
No, not so. Well, actually, yeah, I'm realizing one wedding I went to, they did. But it's funny, it doesn't even feel like going to a food truck because it's just a different type of catering ultimately, because they are making a bunch of it and then putting it in the same carafes or trays that I'm accustomed to getting, whether it's real cater or not.
Yeah, you're right.
So,
You're totally right. We had a food truck at our wedding.
Now, was it a walk-up truck experience?
It was a walk-up truck.
See, 'cause I love that sound. That's fun.
So
that's festive.
Our eating area was outside, and
There
so
you go.
because it was summertime, and we just got dumb lucky with weather, and so we had, the plan was to have people just walk up to the catering truck or the food truck and get food, and it worked out. I didn't realize we were so far ahead of the curve. This was 14 years ago.
Oh yeah, you're a pioneer, buddy.
You can thank me.
You might have set that trend. You're probably the first guy in town that did this.
Well, I'm not that old. I'm sure other people did it before I did, but
my kid got married a block and a half from the ballpark. I just wanted to get all those unlicensed vendors to show up. I said,
perfect.
While the game's going on, after you get that crowd in, come on and bring the carts up here.
They can bring those stomach illnesses home with themselves.
Bring your backpacks, bring your carts.
Bring your backpacks of hot dogs.
Yeah.
Okay, we got a lot more coming up. Mike Lefko. We'll talk Seahawks next. Stick around. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Charlie Harder.
And I'm Amanda Factor. The DOJ versus the chair of the Federal Reserve.
New York Times investigative reporter David Farenthold breaks down where this fight is headed.
And President Trump may pull out his veto pen when it comes to extending federal health insurance subsidies.
Another round of Revive I-5, and it is a doozy. Sully will have traffic every 10 minutes.
Hope you can join us tomorrow, 5 to 9 on Seattle's Morning News.
On KIRO Newsradio 97.3 FM and the KIRO Newsradio app.
John Curley here. As humans, we value things that last. Local businesses, long-term relationships, people who have been in the community for years. That's Madrona Financial and CPAs. For decades, they've been serving Washingtonians, and what makes them different? They combine taxes and investments under one roof. Most firms do one or the other, but not both. Taxes are often your biggest retirement expense, bigger than travel or healthcare. Yet most never get a clear look at how taxes and investments fit together. That's why Madrona offers the Madrona Analysis. It's an easy-to-understand review of your retirement picture, income, taxes, investments, all working together in one coordinated plan. Best of all, it's conversational. You'll talk with someone who explains it all in plain English. Discover hidden tax traps, see if your portfolio matches income needs, and learn steps to retire with confidence. Call 833-673-7373 for your complimentary Madrona Analysis. Madrona Financial and CPAs, local, trusted, and here to put the whole picture together.
Styles change, 12s grow, but Seahawks love, that's forever. From the young fans in their fresh new jerseys to the lifelong 12s in their throwback jackets. At the Pro Shop, we've got gear for 12s of every age and every walk of life. This is the Pro Shop. Shop official Seahawks gear in-store at Lumen Field and the Landing in Renton, or online at Seahawks.com/Pro Shop.
Dan owed an unbelievable amount of money to the IRS.
I got behind on my taxes. It's a horrible feeling.
He was in denial.
And when I got those letters from the IRS, you wanted to act like they didn't exist.
Finally, Dan turned to Optima Tax Relief, the leading tax resolution firm. A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau, they've resolved over $1 billion for their clients.
Optima got me a settlement with the IRS. These people are really people-friendly. It was every bit of a new lease on life for me.
The fast action and the great results made Dan's head spin.
I felt like I was in a dream, but it's real, and I have paperwork to prove it. They got the job done, and life is good.
For tax help you can trust, call Optima now for a free consultation.
If you're worried about what's going to happen with the IRS, stop worrying. Make the call now.
Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Tired of hearing scary radio ads about the IRS? Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000 or $500,000, we have a solution. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS with zero risk to you. We have over 1,000 five-star reviews on Google and an A+ with a BBB. End your tax nightmare today by visiting TRA.com. Or call 800-583-6681. That's 800-583-6681.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment?
That's a lie. Most timeshares can be bought online for $1. To find out what your timeshare is worth and to cancel it, call us today and we'll send you our timeshare exit kit free with all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley for your free exit info guide. 800-771-1300. That's 800-771-1300.
How about a New Year's resolution where the commitment takes just one day and the results can last a lifetime? Address years of hair loss like I did with Advanced Hair's simple one-day treatment. Using your own natural hair, Advanced Hair can restore your bald spot, receding hairline, or thinning. All backed by Advanced Hair's guarantee. Celebrate the new year with a free consultation, $250 off, and 250 free hair grafts. 425-449-8185 or advancedhair.com.
Start the new year taking active liver supplements from New Nordic. Online at Amazon or newnordicusa.com or at CVS, ShopRite, Meijer Grocery, or Wegmans.
Your best source for local news. KIRO Newsradio, KIRO FM and HD1, Tacoma, Seattle, Northwest News.
This is CBS News on the Hour, your home for original reporting.
I'm Jennifer Kuiper. As the violence continues in Iran, there are direct talks now between the Trump administration and Iranian officials. CBS's Cammie McCormick with the latest.
A source with knowledge of the talks tells CBS News President Trump's special envoy Steve Witkoff has spoken directly to Iran's foreign minister. Earlier today, White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt told reporters that an Iranian government official had reached out to Witkoff with a far different tone than what's been seen publicly. The foreign minister had blamed the U.S. and Israel for the violence in Iran, insisting the unrest was designed as an excuse for Trump to intervene.
President Trump said yesterday on social media that there will be no more oil or money going to Cuba, a close ally of Venezuela. And today, Energy Secretary Chris Wright and another official say the current U.S. policy is to allow Mexico to continue providing oil to Cuba. CBS's Eleanor Watson also reports.
Venezuela is home to the largest known oil reserves in the world, but it's going to take years of repairs and potentially billions in investment before there are significant benefits from that supply to U.S. and Venezuelan citizens.
Federal prosecutors have opened a criminal investigation of Fed Chair Jerome Powell and the central bank's renovation of his Washington, D.C. headquarters. But in a video statement, Powell challenges the Justice Department's motives. CBS's Katrina Kaufman.
Powell says he's being accused of lying to Congress over the renovation of the Federal Reserve headquarters. Now, we haven't seen these documents yet, but he says that grand jury subpoenas have been served on the central bank. He says is that this is really about interest rates and the independence of the Federal Reserve. He says this is a much broader issue here.
Chicago resident Michael McKee, charged in the shooting deaths of his ex-wife and her husband in their Columbus, Ohio home, has appeared in court. His public defender telling the judge,
Mr. McKee believes that the most expeditious manner in which he may defend himself against the charges pending in Ohio and to plead not guilty would be to waive his right to an extradition hearing.
Which he has done, and McKee is accused in the deaths of his ex-wife, Monique Tepe, and her husband, Spencer. Thousands of nurses at several major New York City hospitals have gone on strike over workloads and workplace security. Hospitals say the union's demands are too costly. New York City Mayor Zohran Mamdani supports the nurses.
They are not asking for a multi-million-dollar salary. What they are asking for is for their pensions to be safeguarded, to be protected in their own workplace, to receive the pay and the health benefits that they deserve.
Stocks up on Wall Street. This is CBS News.
Follow and listen to the official 48 Hours After Show post-mortem on the free Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Firefighters to the rescue when puppies overdose on fentanyl. The story coming up. But first, KIRO Newsradio traffic. Here's Nate Connors.
Thanks, Heather. Let's start over on the east side, northbound 405 in Bellevue at Southeast 8th. We've got this semi-involved collision. We're a good half hour into this. It's taking up your right lane. You're backed up to I-90. Now, this is the only backup on 405 between South Center and Alderwood. South 5 heading into Seattle, you're wide open. North 5, we've got our new normal now that Revive I-5 is underway, and we're packed from Mercer across the Ship Canal Bridge. Bridge. South of that, North 5 at Columbian Way, a disabled vehicle partially blocks that off-ramp. Here are some drive times. Everett to Arlington, 15 minutes. Federal Way to Seattle's at 20 minutes. Bellevue to South Center, 20 minutes. And all of our passes right now are looking good with no restrictions. KIRO News Radio, real-time traffic. I'm Nate Connors.
KIRO News Radio, 97.3 FM, Northwest News. Now, the latest from KIRO News Radio and mynorthwest.com.
Good afternoon, I'm Heather Bosch. State lawmakers in Olympia gavelled back to work today as they begin a legislative session by diving straight into some tough questions, including balancing the budget.
Republicans like Representative Travis Couture blame Democrats for creating a multi-billion-dollar budget shortfall.
We don't have a revenue problem. We have a spending problem. We have never had more revenue in the state of Washington than we do right at this very moment.
Governor Ferguson is proposing a supplemental budget that includes about $800 million in cuts and nearly $1 billion from the Rainy Day Fund. Ferguson also wants to create a tax on millionaires that will generate, he says, $3.5 billion a year. Luke Ducey, KIRO News Radio.
Major construction during your commute. 2 lanes are now closed on I-5 northbound over Seattle's Ship Canal Bridge for Revive I-5 roadwork, and the express lanes will remain open northbound until June. This commuter from Cedro Woolley tells KIRO 7 TV.
Some days are okay, and some days it might take an hour and 45, or it might take 2.5 or whatever, but it's just traffic either way.
After a pause for the World Cup in June, the closure will resume in July. A disturbance at a hookah lounge in the Chinatown International District ends in gunfire early Saturday.
The owner of the lounge reported firing a single shot from his handgun to end the disturbance at closing time. Shortly after, police say a man was shot right across the street. Here's SPD Detective Brian Pritchard.
The victim had walked into Swedish Hospital with injuries consistent with a shotgun blast.
Police are not sure if the incidents are related. So far, no arrests have been made. James Lynch, KIRO News Radio.
6 puppies rescued from a fentanyl overdose. Someone brought 3 of the ill pups to Sky Valley Fire Station 54, where firefighters administered Narcan and oxygen to them. Later, Snohomish County deputies found and treated 3 more puppies at the home where the first 3 had come from. These puppies are so cute. You can see a photo of them at mynorthwest.com. Rematch.
Seattle is going to win this football game. The defense holding the Niners to 3 points.
The Hawks trouncing San Francisco earlier this month. We now know the Seahawks will take on the 49ers again for their first playoff game in Seattle Saturday. KIRO News Radio weather, cloudy skies with highs in the low 50s today. It's 52 in downtown Seattle. I'm Heather Bosch.
Your best source for local news, serving Western Washington and the world with a KIRO News Radio app. Always streaming live on your smart speakers. You're listening to KIRO News Radio, Northwest News.
And now, it's time for the Jake and Spike Show on KIRO News Radio. With your hosts, Jake Skorheim and Spike O'Neill.
Welcome back to the show. 1 hour down, 2 fantastic hours to go. Man, that hour went fast. Noon hour went quick, didn't it, Spike? Is that weird? It's like time broke down.
Having fun. That's what that means. It means we love what we're doing.
I don't know.
We're doing a good job with it.
What are you talking about? It means we're having fun.
It means time sure flies when you're having fun. You've never heard this?
I've never heard that.
I've got a pillow.
Kidding.
I've got a pillow at home on my couch. I'll give it to you.
I've heard that.
It was for my grandmother's
I've heard
collection.
it. We came up with that. Spike came up with that here.
I should trademark that.
You should. That's a smart one. All right, we got a lot of stuff coming up. We got somebody from Sky Valley Fire is going to join us at 1:30 to talk about those drug-addicted puppies. Very sad story. We're going to try to get them off the streets. They were rescued, though, and thankfully they're going to be okay. 2:30, John Curley and his young, fresh face.
The new and improved John Curley.
He's going to come on at 2:30. He's going to reveal to you guys, if you want to tune into the YouTube page, and you can watch it live or get the KIRO Radio app.
International broadcast debut of the improved John Curley right here on this show.
We'll see what he looks like. Yeah. I'm excited because I haven't seen him yet. And joining us right now, also with an actual young, fresh face, is Mike Lefko from 710 Seattle Sports. Mike, welcome to the show.
Okay, so how fast is this hour going to fly by if you have me and then puppies? And not me. I mean, we talk sports, not just me. I'm not going to be that. I'm not going to be that guy.
And then puppies.
You have sports and then puppies. This is going to be the fastest hour you've ever done.
This will be the fastest hour today, for sure. Yeah.
I feel like we're wasting time already.
We are wasting time. Let's get to it. Mike, you're here to talk about the Seahawks and the 49ers. Let me ask you a question. Spike and I were talking about this last hour. There was two possible teams that we were likely going to play. It was going to be the 49ers or the Rams. So...
Or the Packers. Had they not choked, which I think we all were hoping for.
I was assuming both of those teams were going to be the options.
I was talking about this. There was a chance we could have got the Panthers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I guess we could have been the Panthers as well.
We could have got the and that team choked.
Let me back up. The
Packers, but they choked.
There are a lot of what ifs,
Mike,
and then ultimately it's just the Niners.
The only teams we couldn't have played would have been the Bears.
And the Eagles.
And the Eagles.
Out of the 4 teams you could have played all of them over the weekend because they were all leading at some point.
Mike, here's my real question. Between the Rams and the 49ers, who would you rather be playing on Saturday?
And did you ever play that
different
game?
Perspective because, it's the fans and players look at this completely differently. We've asked players over the course of the last week and then even today, and they're like, oh, we don't care. We're just focused on ourselves. And that's a good, safe PR answer.
Yeah, sure.
And it's also it's
a lie.
Well, I don't know.
Somebody you'd rather play.
I honestly don't know that because if you're the Seahawks, you're the 1 seed. The way this team's built, the way they go about their business, I don't think they care because they just know we're going to play a team. They have to play us is their mindset. Like we're going to play our game, and whoever comes in here, we're going to look forward to beating them. So in that sense, both are division rivals. I truly don't think they would have cared. For the sake of you don't want your season to end in the divisional round if you're a fan, I'm very glad it's the 49ers, not the Rams. Because the 49ers still, even though they won, have a lot of flaws. They then lost one of their best offensive weapons in George Kittle.
Yeah.
So it does stink. I mean, he's out for the year. He is actually one of the good 49ers because he kind of understands. He respects the rivalry. He's a good dude. Doesn't take himself too seriously.
We talked about this after the Seahawks beat them last time. They had the post game. The reporter asked him, like, "Did you the Seahawks trying to stir up stuff?"
Right. We talked about that.
The Seahawks are smoking cigars. Yeah. And he goes, "Yeah, exactly what I would do."
I think this year. So I'm looking at Spike's computer, and he has on the desktop the picture of Richard Sherman's tip against the 49ers. And I think this year, that is the perfect part 3 for Seahawks-Rams. Because that feels like that kind of rivalry this season. The way both games have gone, the way Puka Nacua kind of stirred some things up a little bit towards the end of that last game. He was given to some keep talking signs at Julian Love and the defense toward the end of the game. So that has kind of felt like the more recent hated rival in a sense because the Rams have had the Seahawks number and because the way these two teams have played all season, I would love to see that stadium exactly like it was on that Thursday night during the comeback. Seahawks-Rams part 3 to really decide who goes to the Super Bowl. So you kind of build up to that. The Niners are a hated rival, but in terms of playing the best towards the end, you get to the NFC title game, you play the Rams, and then it's all out there on the line.
Likely NFC MVP.
Yeah.
Right, in Stafford, and you got the crowning jewel of the West is the Rams until this year we win.
And just back to the very long answer still about your question. The Niners are just not as good. I mean, the Seahawks know that. They just saw them. They rushed for 180 yards against them. Their defense is completely broken down. And in that game, they lost one of their linebackers who was replacing another linebacker. So they're down to their 5th-string linebacker.
Yeah.
They are just patching it together. They did an incredible job against a very poorly coached Eagles team that just kind of let the bottom fall out and gave that game away. Atrocious offense from the Eagles. So with the smoke and mirrors the 49ers have, I mean, it carried them. I think a well-coached team in the Seahawks will have enough to get it done.
It just seems like the 49ers have been able to score touchdowns against any team except the Seahawks.
Right.
And so that's why... Also, in addition to all their many injuries, which are actually kind of strange. Like, if you look, have you guys seen this whole thing about, I guess there's some...
That's the conspiracy. Yeah.
Have you seen this conspiracy, though?
What a conspiracy this is.
Explain this to Spike. I don't think Spike's seen this yet.
It's just too dense to even explain. There's a substation, an electrical substation next to the Niners practice facility. And they believe... And then the stadium, they're all together now. They believe that the electricity is causing more injuries to the 49ers.
A specific type of injury.
What a San Francisco thing to think.
They're saying that the way that the electromagnetic something works.
Sure. But the practice field's always been there, I guess. And so that's why everyone's like, well, why is this an issue now? Well, because someone found it out and then brought it up.
Has the electromagnetic substation thing always been there?
We'll call a scientist. Let's get him on.
We should get a scientist.
Have the Niners won a Super Bowl since they moved into that place?
Well, no, not the building, but since they've been practicing there, yes. And I mean, they've gone to Super Bowls since they've been in that place.
Didn't win them.
But there's a lot of...
Joe Montana never had a substation next to his practice field. That's all I'm saying.
There's a lot of ligaments that are getting hurt these days. They have a lot of ligaments.
I thought you were talking about the conspiracy that if you want to win the Super Bowl next year in 2 years... Trade for Russell Wilson.
No, this is a much more out there conspiracy theory. Believe me.
Have you seen the collection of Russell Wilson's former teams who are still in the playoffs? That's wonderful. Isn't
Pretty
it?
hilarious.
Yeah, all of them.
Russell Wilson. Yeah. Is his career done? Is he?
Okay, we'll jump into that. No, I
Let's
mean,
jump into that.
someone will get him on as a backup.
Sure.
He's a solid, stable backup. Now,
Yeah,
and I mean, what is a
and a nice
backup
guy.
quarterback? You want a guy who you hope you never need, but if you need him to go in for
can do it.
a couple drives, maybe even one game when your starter's out, he has experience.
So
he
you
will
don't
be
end
a
up in a
great
Phillip
backup.
Rivers desperate
he will,
situation?
Yeah, he will float around the league for however long he wants to keep playing, and he'll be a backup, like on these one-year deals.
Yeah, it's good
and that's
money.
what it's going to be.
Holding the
Yeah.
clipboard, watching football. It's
Yep.
great money.
How much somebody like that make backup?
Backup? Well, I mean, Russ is some pedigree. I think he made like $7 million with the Giants last year, or what was that for the Steelers?
He was
I mean,
competing as a starter. For
yeah,
the
yeah,
Giants,
no,
right?
but like
3 to 5.
a backup
fair?
deal is still $5 million, maybe with incentives.
It's an insurance policy in case you need it.
It's good money.
Paid to watch football.
It's not bad. It's not a bad job.
Paid
And
to
I
hang
wish
with
it-
the guys, watch
yeah,
football.
Right,
yeah,
right.
and hopefully
take a
he's
few
got
snaps
some
to practice.
Yeah.
Do they also bring him in for like some leadership skills? Are people taking direction
I
from
hope
him?
not.
Oh, let's be nice.
Well, no,
Come
that
on.
was my other question. Though.
it's-
It's like you bring in a guy like
but at
Phillip
this
Rivers,
point-
and he knows some plays, and obviously he's got history with them. But he's like a grandpa to these
Well,
guys.
look,
They can.
I would hope but I would hope that Russell Wilson as a backup knows his place. I wouldn't want any backup quarterback coming in and trying to be a leader. You could be a good locker room guy, but you expect your starting quarterback, maybe a veteran on defense, veterans on offense who have been there. So it's more along those lines.
If you're a leader and your team's a bad
tough,
quarterback,
right? It's tough for like Russell Wilson in year one with the Giants to go in and be like, I'm going to be a leader here. And I don't think that's expected of him. You just want that kind of stable presence. Like if you do have a young quarterback, maybe they're picking his brain, but he should not be a leader at this point in his career, especially of an entire unit.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
What's your prediction then? Obviously, the Seahawks are going to win by how many points?
Pain. I thought you asked. I thought you were going to say, what was your prediction? And I had the great line ready to go, and then you threw points in there.
What's your prediction?
What's your prediction?
I was a little surprised the offense did not score more points in that Week 18 game, but they did enough to get the job done. They played perfectly for what the defense wants to do. I mean, the defense can squeeze the life out of any team, and I think that's going to happen again. Niners will probably score a touchdown this time. I mean, they'll come out fired up. It's the playoffs. They do have a very innovative play caller. I could see them getting like 10 in the Seahawks, maybe 24. They'll muck it up a little bit. I would be surprised if the Seahawks, based on what we've seen with this offense over the last 6 or 7 games, just blows a team out. But 27, 24 points, like 27-10.
Okay.
Seahawks win.
Should I be worried about?
Maybe a
I'll take
defensive touchdown, or at least a defensive play that leads to a short field and a touchdown.
Should I have to worry about the kicking game at all?
The kicking game?
Yeah,
the kicking game's great.
Our kicking game.
Yeah.
Our kicking game.
Yeah.
Remember the
he
last
had a
time?
little blip. That's okay.
Oh, that's what I'm asking.
Yeah.
Is that something to worry about?
Do you get?
No.
Has he got
You're
the-
not worried about it.
The problem is you don't know until it happens. That's the thing. Like, he's been solid all season, and then he had those inexplicable misses against San Francisco. Come back at home, used to kicking around here. I mean, he saved their season. Not season. He kind of did against the Colts at home.
You bet.
So you're not the one seed.
Let me
if
ask
you
you
lose
guys
that.
a question. When's the last time you guys went out to a field and tried to put one through the uprights, kicking? Either of you.
Well, I hurt my
In real
back
life.
just like getting up today, so I'm not even going to try to kick anymore.
I did yesterday.
Your kid
Yesterday.
kicking
Yesterday.
just in case they need
My
a check?
Just in case.
My 10-year-old's
Just in
interested.
case Myers is struggling.
Just in case.
Jake's here.
Jake's available.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I'm willing to take less than league minimum if they're interested, and I would happily do it. I don't know if I could live up to the pressure. There's a lot of pressure. They're putting a lot on you.
What's the longest?
Ask the kid from Baltimore.
What's the longest kick you could make? You think?
Oh, not very long.
So where were you kicking from? Like 20 yards?
I was kicking from 35,
Okay.
and I was not making it.
You're not even going to have like a field goal that short usually.
It was an empty field,
Yeah.
and there was no wind, and I couldn't even get
You
it
couldn't make an
above
extra
the-
point. We're talking about an extra point.
I couldn't get it above the bottom of the uprights.
Okay.
It's very hard.
So
I'll
it would
tell
be
you what,
blocked.
He
by the
makes
way.
it look very easy. I was trying to kick, and I was in front of my son, and my wife was there too. We were just like trying to get the kids out of the house, just like burn some energy off. And my son brought his football, and he's kicking, and he's doing pretty good. He was kicking from 20, and I was like, that's pretty good. He's 10 years old. And I said, line it up for your pops. Let me show you how it's done. Now, given I did not have cleats on, I was just in tennis shoes.
That's fair. Yeah.
So if I had cleats on, I would have had a little more confidence.
Here come the qualifiers.
I think
Okay.
confidence plays
Sure,
a big part of it. So, no, it really does. Confidence
from a
is a big
tee,
thing.
from a hold.
It was from a hold.
Okay.
Yeah, and again,
you
if
bet.
I had a tee, I wouldn't have felt like I'm maybe going to kick my son in the face. So again, confidence plays into it. And then my wife is watching, and she's got
talk about
boy, does she
pressure.
have a funny mouth when I'm not making it.
Was she hitting from 40? Is what
No,
you're going to
but
say?
she's
So
happy
you
to
got to be
criticize
kicking it
me.
home because the opposing crowds can be brutal.
Yes. I
you
couldn't
go.
live up to the
At
pressure.
home,
Just my
no
wife
wind,
watching.
in a dome.
So anyway, I wouldn't charge them much, but I also cannot promise on any type of delivery.
okay.
It's really hard, though.
It's incredibly hard.
It's incredibly difficult, and they make it look so easy. And so just for fun, I lined up 69 yards out just to see the distance. I didn't even put a ball down. That's an incredible. Who has the record for longest kick in the NFL? Isn't it 69 yards?
Cam Little this year at 68.
68,
Yeah, that
okay.
switches back and forth so often now. I've forgotten.
It's
truly,
amazing
but,
to me
yeah.
what they're able to do these days.
Also, the
You see guys in warm-ups doing 70, 75 in
Un-
warm-ups.
Unbelievable. Yeah, you're right. When there's no pressure,
yeah,
they're just
when they're
like
just
perfect
warming
conditions.
up. I mean, the power of these legs.
I would think, you know what we should do just to be fun? I think we should go out to a field
Kicking
somewhere.
competition.
And we should have a kicking competition.
Okay.
We should film it. We should have and we probably need to do some stretches.
Yeah,
because
I'll
it's
say
also-
please stretch first.
Yeah, please stretch. I didn't stretch
I'm
first.
worried
which
about
is
breaking
another qualifier.
I'm breaking the bones on the top of my foot. That's what I worry about. I'm serious. I'm
Let's
not
get-
kidding.
Let's get you some cleats.
Okay.
With some good padding.
Okay.
We go out there, we kick some balls,
Okay, yeah,
and we
I
see who
kick.
can get the farthest.
Yeah, sure.
Do you think how far do you think you could put one in from, Mike?
20 yards.
No, you could do more than 20 yards. That's like a little baby could do 20
A
yards.
20 yard. Are we talking like a 20-yarder being a 37-yard kick? Actually, from
No,
the
like
20?
literally 20 yards.
Literally 20
from the
yards.
3.
I mean, I have to stretch it out. I'm dealing with a back that just gave out on me this
That's
morning.
an extra point. We'll just do that.
Let's
do
do
an
it.
extra,
make an extra
Yeah,
point.
extra point's like 33 yards now. So
Oh, that's
go
right.
do
They
an
moved
extra
it
point.
back.
Yeah.
God, how old am I?
Yeah.
It seems far. 33 seems
I know.
I'll do a drop kick. Remember, you know who the last guy to make a drop kick was, by the way, in
Doug
the NFL?
Flutie.
Doug Flutie. Good. Look at you. Yeah. Doug
I
Flutie.
was just watching. Have you guys watched the what's the name? What's his name?
Elway.
Elway
Yeah.
on Netflix.
I have not yet.
It's great.
But as a former teammate of one Dave Wyman, who you can hear on Wyman and Bob, 2 to 6 p.m. Sorry for the cross promotion.
Wyman played with Elway.
He played with Elway. Yeah.
You're
At Stanford,
joking.
at Stanford.
At Stanford. He was a freshman. Elway was a senior.
No way.
Then, well, he got to the Broncos as well later in his career, and he was there.
By the way, Elway's the reason. I was a Baltimore Colts season ticket holder when the Colts drafted John Elway, and he refused to play for Baltimore.
And you said, I like the cut of your jib.
They traded him. They hated him. They traded him to Denver because he refused to play for the Ursay's.
Because
that's
it was
how
cold,
smart
'cause it
he
was
is.
cold, or
No, because their owner was a clam dip.
Oh, okay.
Bad ownership. I mean, I heard you. I heard Brock and Salk talking this morning about why franchises are cursed or doomed. It's ownership.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. It's no curse in Cleveland. It's stupid
It is
ownership.
a lot to do with ownership and
Yes.
front offices and coaching.
Yes.
That's a big topic we're going to talk about today, the difference in coaching and how that played out over the weekend.
Oh my gosh!
Why did the Niners win? A big part of that, Kyle Shanahan. Great offensive
the
coach.
Eagles should be firing people today.
Yeah. And that's why the Niners are playing the Seahawks right now.
Here's a question for you guys. Back to coaching real fast. Are we going to lose our offensive coordinator?
Probably. If he wants to go.
And he had a big interview with Baltimore, right?
Yeah, I heard that.
Which is
it's-
ironic, right?
Well,
we
it's
took
fu-
one
it's
of
funny.
theirs. Now they're going to take one of ours.
I hear he may go. Atlanta may be his choice too.
This is the
got
time
some
of
options.
year where, luckily, we don't have to focus on this because we have a lot for the past couple of seasons about the hire, especially the year where they eventually hired McDonald.
Yeah.
But you interview like 5 or 6 people, and they go through all of these. So yeah, Kubiak had I think 6 interviews on Friday and Saturday. He had 6 interviews. Now they're virtual this time. You don't go in person. He can't go in person now until the season is over. So that's why they're interviewing during the bye week.
It's like, is that a league rule? I mean, it's just not enough time.
It's
He's
a
gotta
league
focus
rule.
on-
Yeah. And so all these other coaches who are interviewing, if their team's out, you could just hire them if you want. So that's kind of the tough process. And
You'd
teams
probably rather
interview.
hire the guy who's in the playoffs.
Yes.
It's like, that's a good reason
If you want to
be
wait.
there.
The
Yeah.
Seahawks had to make a big gamble, though, wait on McDonald until the very end of the cycle when they
It's
hired
funny,
him.
for what I've heard, the most attractive candidate in the coaching circles right now is Harbaugh.
He's got
It's John
veteran
Harbaugh.
experience.
Yeah.
He's been a head coach, yes. But if you're a team that's not going to land him, and that some won't, there are 8 openings right now. You're looking for a hot coordinator, an up and comer, and
Attractive,
the reason
someone attractive
in football qualities, not necessarily.
Oh, not
yeah,
hot. I
their
thought you meant
looks,
hot.
Yeah,
That's how McVay got the
maybe
job.
if you're looking for that, if you were hiring, sure. I don't think a normal football hiring staff would.
HR told me I'm not allowed to hire based on this, but the number one quality for me, if I was running a football team, I'd say, how attractive are these people
head
to
coach.
our audience?
They're going to be on TV.
Yeah,
all day.
they're going to watch him. It is an
I'm a happily
entertainment
married man,
business.
but
yeah.
you see Mike McDonald on the sideline and go, he's a pretty good looking guy.
You know how much
he's fit.
Their female fan base has gone through the roof since they hired that
100%.
guy.
Yeah.
But you hire somebody like Harbaugh, you go like, Grandpa Harbaugh, he's not going to bring in the same eyeballs.
It's funny. I've heard Baltimore.
I've never considered that as a quality. Why you might hire a head coach or not.
That's what everyone says about Bill Belichick's success. He was just so hot.
He's very hot. He's very, very hot. No, why do you think? Listen, I mean, like, come on. Look at the camera here. Why do you think some of us got hired here?
Spike.
Spike's objectively a very attractive man.
I'm the Belichick of midday radio from a sexuality perspective.
That would make me like a Shanahan.
You're McVay. You're totally.
Oh wow, what a compliment!
You're such a McVay.
Have you seen? I am jealous of the way his beard is impeccably groomed. No, not you.
No, not me.
No, McVay. So if you get there,
I can't grow a beard. Look at his beard.
Yeah,
his beard is nice.
I didn't know I was going to be on camera today.
No, that's nice. You have a real shadow. Mine, I can grow for 3 weeks.
This is
and my wife goes,
this is
look at you have facial hair.
Yeah, this is like 3 days.
I'm Irish. I grow one hair a year, whether I need it or not. That's the Irish.
So yes, Clint Kubiak, because there's not a lot of offensive coordinator candidates. He's going to probably, if he wants to go, someone's going to offer him. Now, he might not want to.
Well, let me ask you this. Can a team keep a guy like that who's offered a head coaching job? Can they pay him enough to not leave? There's no cap on coaching money, right?
You could pay him as much as you want.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
But are you going to?
And that's the thing. Are you going to pay a coordinator who still might leave the next year?
Yeah.
It doesn't often happen. But if it feels like he's a chance to maximize Super Bowl window, the Lions with Ben Johnson, he didn't leave. He left a year later.
Yeah.
Maybe Kubiak stays another year.
Yeah, and he's doing good.
Yeah.
They're in a good spot. Seems to have a real grudge against Packer.
That's smart, though. It's great. because he wants the rivalry.
I love it.
He knows.
So
plays into it. It's fantastic.
Yes. All right, that's Mike Lefko. We're going to talk to him again as we get closer to the game. Mike, thanks for coming in, man.
I will rank the attractiveness of all the head coaches left in the playoffs next week.
Useful information. Article.
There we go.
That's good.
Look forward to that.
That would get clicks.
The
I promise you.
On the Lefko scale. Where is he on the Lefko scale?
That could be his claim to fame. The Lefko scale of hotness.
Coaching hotness.
Okay, I'll go work on that right now.
All right, we're going to talk about some drug-addicted puppies next. Horrible story, happy ending. We'll talk about it next. We'll be right back.
This hour is brought to you by Insulation Northwest.
Choke Points with Chris Sullivan. Presented by Carter Subaru.
More like choke point. The new year brings a big new headache for the thousands of you commuting south on I-5 into Seattle. The latest phase of Revive I-5 is underway, and it won't be finished anytime soon. I've got you covered with traffic on the threes every morning from 6 to 9 on Seattle's Morning News. Nate Connors has you covered every afternoon. We're always hunting for alternate routes, and we'll help you get where you need to be a little faster. On KIRO Newsradio 97.3 FM.
All right, here's a quick confession. The reason Nick, my wife, is going to Longevity Medical Clinic is because why?
I got sick of watching you sleep at night when I was awake.
Wait a minute. Here's what would happen. I'd be asleep because I've got my hormones balanced thanks to Longevity Medical Clinic. I'm asleep, and then Nick would go, "Are you asleep? Are you sleeping? That's not fair. I can't sleep." I'm like, "So you're going to wake me up?"
Yes, because I didn't want you to have more energy than I would the next day, and I was up all night.
So what did I say to you? I said, so go to the Longevity Medical Clinic. Do the same thing I did. Get your hormones balanced. You'll sleep better, right?
And I did.
Right. You don't have to wake me up anymore and go, it's not fair that you're sleeping.
I know.
But didn't you see that it wasn't fair that you were waking me up?
Yes, because now you're the one taking the dogs out because I'm still asleep in the morning.
So we're both getting good night's sleep. We're both getting lots of energy, and we're happy.
You want me to tell you why? Because my hormones are now balanced.
Okay, I don't want to hear about your hormones right now. So be like Nick and get a free health analysis at lmclinic.com. That's lmclinic.com.
Adrian here from Lake Washington Windows and Doors. Winter might seem like an odd time to replace your windows, but now is when you get the best deals. Our Leak Armor installation team will keep your home warm and dry while installing beautiful, new energy-efficient windows. You'll feel the difference right away. Quieter rooms, lower energy bills, and a more comfortable home.
Right now, save $600 on windows and $1,500 on doors from Lake Washington Windows and Doors. Plus, enjoy 12 months same-as-cash financing. Visit LakeWashingtonWindows.com.
If you're hurt in a car accident, call Harold Car Law Offices right away. They'll save you time and get you more money from insurance while you're able to focus on recovering. Visit carlaw.com. 2 R's in car. Car accident? Call CAR.
When you walked through your kitchen this morning, what'd you see? Did it make you happy? Hi, I'm Chad Cicchini, owner of Heritage Homecraft. Well, I want to make you happy. We'll custom build you all new cabinet doors and drawer fronts, and using our exclusive 1/4-inch solid wood refacing process, transform your existing cabinets into a beautiful new kitchen. Add a custom quartz countertop, change things up a bit, add some more cabinets, install some cool new features like soft close drawers and sliding shelves, whatever you like. We'll help you to create the new kitchen you'll be proud of. all in about a week, and all with way less mess, hassle, time, and expense than the tear out. Stop waiting. For 18 years, we've been honored to serve thousands of happy customers, and we'd love to serve you. Call today and I'll get one of our pros to come out and show you how easy and comfortable it'll be to get going on your new kitchen. Heritage Homecraft, 425-485-1600, 425-485-1600, or heritagehomecraft.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter. The new year brings new health goals and wealth goals. Protecting your identity is an important step. Your info is in endless places that could expose you to identity theft, leading to lost funds. LifeLock monitors millions of data points per second. If your identity is stolen, our restoration specialists will fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Resolve to make identity health and wealth part of your New Year's goals with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code NEWS. Visit LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
It all comes down to this, folks.
Yep, the entire season is on the line. But my throat has officially thrown in the towel.
Sounds like you need Vicks VapoCool drops. They're max strength and vaporize sore throat pain.
Whoa! These VapoCool drops hit fast.
Speaking of fast, did you just see that play?
Yeah, he vaporized that ball.
That pun should have come with a penalty.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed.
Hi, I'm Justin Shirley. We offer 0 down, 0 interest, and 0 payments for 24 months on new roofs. Call 866-ROOF-ROOF now. State Roofing and Exteriors, held to a higher standard since 1968.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it today at carsforkids.org. Your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call 1-877-CARS4KIDS to donate your car today. That's Cars with a K.
KIRO News Radio, 97.3 FM, Northwest News. Now, the latest from KIRO News Radio and mynorthwest.com.
Good afternoon, I'm Aaron Granello. Commuting from the north end into Seattle was a slog this morning. There were hour-long delays from Linwood as the express lanes are cut off on southbound I-5. KIRO News Radio's Chris Sullivan.
Tens of thousands of people use those express lanes in the morning. And with them gone, we had an hour delay coming down out of the north end because those express lanes weren't switched like they normally are.
Express lanes are going northbound 24/7 while WashDOT crews repair the Ship Canal Bridge. It'll be like this all year, but the brief break this summer for the World Cup. A millionaire's tax is on the table this legislative session. Governor Bob Ferguson is proposing one despite critics who points out an income tax is unconstitutional in Washington state. The governor tells TVW.
I'm open to a constitutional amendment to put that thing and lock it into our state constitution. So I support it being at $1 million so that 99.5% of Washingtonians never end up paying that tax.
He is calling for a 10% tax on income over $1 million. The governor says the revenue would support a tax break for small business owners and relief for lower earners. Now to the closing bell report. Some small business owners are calling out Amazon over holiday mix-up. KIRO News Radio's Manufactor explains.
Amazon used artificial intelligence to create listings for products from those small businesses, and then it bought items for customers without asking the sellers first. Some orders were wrong, and shop owners say they had to deal with angry customers and refunds. According to Bloomberg, Amazon says the program is optional and aims to boost sales, but critics say it raises big questions about consent and responsibility. Manda Factor, KIRO News Radio.
Two tech titans are joining forces, as we hear from CBS's Jason Brooks.
Apple and Google announced a multi-year partnership in a joint statement in which Apple will use Google's Gemini AI model to run Apple's AI models, including the upcoming revamp of the Siri voice assistant. Investment firm Wedbush Securities calls the deal a major validation moment for Google as a premier foundation model and for Apple as a stepping stone to accelerate its AI strategy into 2026 and beyond.
On Wall Street today, the Dow gained 86 points, NASDAQ ahead 62, S&P also a winner, up 11 points. Let's go now to the real-time traffic desk with Nate Connors.
All right, Aaron, it's nice and calm out there. A nice break from this morning's commute into Seattle. Right now, South 5 is wide open. North 5, we've got our new normal with that thick backup in Mercer across the Ship Canal Bridge, where Revive I-5 has you down to 2 lanes through June. Over in Bellevue, we're all clear North 405 at Southeast 8th from our earlier crash. Just some minor crowding left in South Bellevue. Also minor crowding South 405 through Factoria into Newcastle. And out in Shelton, a little north of Shelton, looks like we have a new collision on State Route 3 at East Agate Road. Both directions of State Route 3, you're in about a mile backup right now approaching the intersection. Otherwise, we're looking great across the map. KIRO News Radio real-time traffic. I'm Nate Connors.
Now to your forecast. After some morning showers, we are drying out. A couple of scattered showers still possible this afternoon. Highs in the low 50s. Right now, 52 degrees in downtown Seattle. I'm Aaron Granillo, KIRO News Radio.
Your best source for local news. You're listening to KIRO News Radio, Northwest News.
All right, welcome back to the show. There was a story this morning that I saw on the interwebs. It just spread like, pardon the pun, like a wildfire. And there was these dogs. Somebody brought a bunch of drug-addicted dogs into the station, and they had to save these dogs with Narcan. It was a very sad story, but a very happy ending. And it wouldn't have been possible without the Sky Valley Fire Department. They had local sheriff's office also involved to save these dogs. We have with us right now from Sky Valley Fire Department, Chief Brandon Vargas joins us. Chief Vargas, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
I can see you're actually in front of a fire truck right now, which is perfect. We like background stuff.
I'm at a Denny's in the area.
Yeah.
Sorry, Chief. Great work, Chief, for your entire crew.
Thank you.
Well done, man.
Can you give us a little, we'll talk about the update, which is thankfully a happy ending, but can you tell us a little bit about like when this happened, what your guys' response to it was, the surprise that you would have been feeling? Just take us back from the very beginning. What happened with these dogs?
Yeah, so we're here at the station and heard somebody knocking at the front door. Pretty typical for us to have like a walk-in medical emergency, that type of thing. Went out there and they stated that they had a dog that wasn't breathing. So we started initially caring for that dog, and then it ended up being 3 10-week-old puppies that they had that were not responsive, barely breathing, maybe like 2-3 times a minute. So with the 3 dogs, we ended up giving Narcan to them. I can't remember if they said that they had OD'd or just, us being able to recognize that we have 3, patients essentially that are all affected by the same thing. It's usually going to be drug related. Mm-hmm. So we started giving Narcan, started giving oxygen, and did CPR on one of the dogs for probably about a minute or 2. And they all started to wake up probably within about 5 minutes and move around. And then they would be up for, 5-10 minutes and then kind of re-OD. And we would have to give Narcan again. So they took about 3 rounds of Narcan through their nasal passages. Some couple of them got an injection of Narcan to keep them up, awake, and moving around and alive.
Can you tell us, there was also there was then a follow-up done where the sheriff's department came by and you guys called the sheriff's department and they went out and found there was 3 additional puppies, right? Same family, I assume, or same owner?
Yeah. We were able to give some of the information that we had gathered, and they recognized the vehicle that dropped the dogs off. They went to that residence and they found 3 other dogs all exposed. Only one of those dogs required Narcan. The other ones were still doing okay. So they brought the dogs down to the fire station. We treated those dogs as well, and then we ended up taking all 6 of them to a 24-hour veterinarian hospital.
It's just amazing that you guys were able to, you saved these dogs' lives, and how it must have been a joyous moment for you guys when you saw that it looks like they were going to pull through, but also kind of a sad reality that we're living in these days where you could say, yeah, it looks like it's probably, either they inhaled it or they tasted something that they picked up on the ground, which is every, parent and also pet owners' fear when you take your kids out in public areas. Like, are they going to touch something? Yeah. Have you seen this before?
No, I've never seen an animal overdose before. Talking to the veterinarian hospital, it's not as uncommon as I'd like it to be.
Sure.
It seems like they do it quite often, which is really sad. But they were able to give us a lot of information in case we do run into it again. Dosing for a 10-week-old puppy is a little different than adult human. So.
Sure.
You imagine that's why you guys had to give multiple applications of the Narcan, because you got to be careful not to over medicate these pups as they're coming back around, right?
Yeah, Narcan's pretty benign drug, so it doesn't really do any damage if we give too much.
Okay, good.
But it was more of like, what are we looking for? What should we expect from fentanyl in an animal, especially this size? Their bodies are going to react differently than a human.
Can you sorry, go ahead.
I imagine you guys have had to amend and expand your knowledge of how to treat addicts and overdoses, given the fact that the landscape has changed with what drugs are doing to our communities, with fentanyl coming and playing a more prominent role in drug use.
Yes, for sure. We train a lot on it. It's in our area, we don't see it all the time, but we do encounter it, and we have to be able to recognize that and treat it quickly and aggressively to save people's lives. And same thing with the dogs.
All right, we're talking to Chief Brandon Vargas with the Sky Valley Fire Department. So these dogs are now, they're all 6 of these puppies, and they're beautiful dogs. We posted pictures of these dogs a little bit ago. They're just the cutest dogs I've ever seen. They're all doing well. They've all made a recovery. They all seem to be on the mend. Is that right?
Yes, that's correct. We went down and visited them this morning at the hospital before they went to the Snohomish County Animal Control. And they were all playing and jumping all over us and eating food and just having a great time.
And they're
doing really well.
Are they all going to be adopted out now? Is that the plan?
I believe so, but that'll be more of a Snohomish County Animal Control shelter type.
Can you put in a good word for me and my family? Because I want one of these dogs. These are adorable.
I think we have a pretty good list here going at the fire station too.
Oh, do you really?
Well, I was going to say these are the most popular dogs in the county right now, and thank God they're all here because of your guys' great work.
Were you surprised that they're just the cutest dogs in the world? They look like they are golden retriever? Are they labs? What are they?
They're like a lab husky shepherd type of mix. I'm not
the cutest dogs in the world wrapped into one.
I saw one social media post on your Sky Valley Facebook page there at one of the neighbors of the house that had these pups where they fear these pups were exposed to these drugs. I think somebody posted they were the next door neighbor, and they feel that their male lab may have sired these pups. And they're like they want to.
Their dog is the dad.
They said that the black one looks exactly like
father.
Yeah. Well, he said, they want to jump to the front of the line because it's family.
Well, now
their
what? No. Chief Vargas, this is how it happens. These dogs are famous now, and the parent always comes back into play when these dogs.
Once they get some fame, yeah, it's right.
It's a tale as old as time.
We want them to go to some good homes.
Yes.
That's the main thing.
To that end, do we know what's happening to the family that exposed these dogs? I know that's more of a call for the sheriff's department.
Yeah, I have no clue. That's definitely going to be the sheriff's office. The investigation, all that stuff's turned over to them.
Yeah.
We were just kind of taking care of the puppies and getting them to the hospital was our main goal and objective.
Well, kudos to you guys. Round of applause. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah.
You guys did great work, and we're so happy to be able to do the story with a happy ending.
Do you guys get the pick of the litter for the station? You're going to keep one for
You got to get one of these dogs.
I think some of our members are going to want some of them. So
Yeah. Right
I'm sure they're going to reach out and try to adopt at least a few of them.
Well, if you have any leftover ones, you let me know. I'm very interested. Not one that's like still dealing with a lot of issues. I'd like one that's clean, if possible. Once he's gotten past the rough spots and you've dried up all the flop sweat, I'm interested in that dog. That's Chief Brandon Vargas. Thank you so much for coming on. We really appreciate your time.
Thank you for having me.
All right. We got a lot more coming up. Just a short time.
You know what they ought to do?
What should they do?
Well, you know how it's always hard to fundraise for a fire station?
Yeah.
Have a raffle. Sell tickets.
For a dog.
One of those pups.
Oh, man.
Right?
Yeah. Well, the problem is you could get a real high bidder who's just a bad dog owner. You got to weed out the bad ones.
Two qualified owners.
Qualified people. Yeah. There you go. All right. What a great story to be able to have a happy ending to. Bad start, but a really happy ending to that story. All right. We got a lot more coming up. Can we do a quick, when we come back, the Golden Globes were last night, and I usually don't give two cares about stuff like that, but I do like when they have funny, like when they take funny jokes at the people in Hollywood. I think that's entertaining. Let's talk a little bit about that and so much more. John Curley's going to join us a little bit later in the show and reveal his fresh young face. We haven't seen it yet, but you're going to see it with us at 2:30. So he's going to be in studio, and that should be a lot of fun. So don't miss that either. We'll be right back. Stick around.
The Closing Bell is brought to you by Trajan Wealth Management.
After a slugfest to win the NFL's toughest division, the #1 seed Seahawks' first playoff opponent, naturally an NFC West rival.
And Purdy goes down inside the 15-yard line.
Seahawks, 49ers, Saturday. And Lumen will be rocking.
All teed up.
The road to the Super Bowl runs through Seattle. And KIRO Newsradio 97.3 FM and the KIRO Newsradio app.
At Fisher Investments, we may seem like other money managers, but we're different.
What makes you so different than the rest of us?
We ensure clients receive unparalleled service at every step of the relationship.
Tell me more.
Our investment counselors focus on service over sales, prioritizing clients' needs.
How do you make money?
We don't sell any commission-based products. We have a simple management fee based on the value of our clients' portfolio. So we do better when our clients do better.
What about client portfolios?
We get to know each client, their finances, family, health, lifestyle, and more, and then we tailor a portfolio based on their specific goals and needs.
Your clients really come first then, huh?
Yes, we make them a top priority. Our goal is helping them achieve a comfortable retirement.
Wow, maybe we are different.
At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different. Learn more at FisherInvestments.com.
Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
Meet Morgan Jones. Morgan is about to step into a world unknown to most, thanks to Progressive's Renters Insurance, a place of fresh linens and turn-down service. You see, Morgan temporarily vacated her apartment and has gone to a hotel because a pipe burst in her apartment. A pipe that made her sense of reality and apartment ceiling all come crashing down. Luckily, Morgan checked into Progressive's Protection Zone. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. No, we're not one of the big guys. Truth is, we don't want to be. If you're over 50, Big Wireless probably has you paying for more data than you might need. You could be throwing away thousands over a lifetime.
Our entry-level data plans start at just $20 a month. And for a limited time, switch and get your second month free. Call 1-888-FREEDOM, visit consumercellular.com or a store near you and get your second month free today. Plans include $5 credit for auto-pay and e-billing. See site for additional details.
Cold is leaking and rats are moving and mold is creeping and water seeping in. It's hard to be a homeowner, we know.
Without American Crawl Space and Pest Services, it is hard to be a homeowner. Dave Ross here. American Crawl are the heroes to call for insulation and pest issues because in addition to their great reviews and decades of experience, they also give out the most PSE insulation rebates of any insulation company in the state.
American Crawl, the heroes you call.
Get your free inspection at AmericanCrawl.com.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You sort through tons of resumes and you get too many so-so applicants. You're just waiting for someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now, there's a place where you can meet them fast. ZipRecruiter.
Need to hire right away. Start your search for strong candidates. The right fit awaits. Build
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try it for free, and you're on your way to meeting your match. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So try it now. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
1-877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids. 1-877 Cards for Kids. Donate your card today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Go to carsforkids.org. That's carsforkids.org.
Hair Volume from New Nordic will make your hair look thick and healthy. Hair Volume is available online at Amazon and newnordicusa.com or in the hair care aisle at your local CVS.
No heat, electrical issues, frozen pipes, no power? John Curley here, recommending you call Home Comfort Alliance. For over 40 years doing heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical right, including standby generators. Call the comfort people at homecomfortalliance.com.
Experience the iconic Mexican music group Bronco at Muckleshoot Casino Resort, Saturday, February 28th at 8 p.m. They've sold more than 20 million albums and performed for audiences all over the world. Now Bronco is bringing their modern take on regional Mexican sound live to Muckleshoot Casino Resort. Tickets are on sale now at muckleshootcasino.com.
All right, welcome back to the show. Spike, you watched the Golden Globes or did you watch football?
I watched football, but I have surfed the Golden Globe highlight moments, if you will. That's what I mean. 'Cause I kept tuning in. It was some category. Okay, whatever.
Sure.
Whatever. Yeah.
I have actually been impressed lately. Award shows are ridiculous, I think. But I have been more entertained. There was a period during the pandemic and then immediately following until about 2023 where I didn't feel like I was entertained by the movies they were putting out. It was kind of when there was a period where the entire industry had been kind of sucked into this almost like the plot of one of the movies, but been like sucked into this void of superhero films where everything had to be a superhero film, where so much was revolving around that industry where it didn't seem like they were investing in any other original stories. Okay. And so I think they kind of got out of the habit of making some of those other original stories. Those are starting to come back now.
Yeah.
Timothy Chalamet was just in a movie. What was that called? I think he won an award for it, right?
He did. It's about a guy who loves
about a ping pong player.
Right.
Anyway.
That's how interesting I am in the,
There's a bunch of interesting stuff come out. DiCaprio was just in a movie.
That movie won 4 Golden Globes.
That movie did very well. But it was so anyway. I like some of the stuff they're putting out. It's starting to be entertaining again, which I do enjoy. But what I like about the Golden Globes is it has turned into you make fun of the celebrities who are there.
And that's what Ricky Gervais did, right?
Gervais really
he leaned into roasting the room. And everyone loved that because these are the celebrities.
Yes.
Let's bring them down to our level. Let's knock them down a peg. We love that.
Let's not even bring them down to our level. Let's realize that they're just people and that they're not.
Yeah, there you go.
They're not to be sainted, because they're very fallible people.
Marty Supreme was the Timothy Chalamet.
Marty Supreme. Yeah. There you go.
I looked it up. I didn't remember it.
So Nikki Glaser, who I believe this is her second time hosting.
Can I say going in? I'm not a big Nikki Glaser fan.
Really?
I think she's brilliantly funny. She's got, but then again, most of that is great writers. Most comedians nowadays have a writing team.
Okay.
Especially when it comes to roasts, which she's famous for.
Yeah.
She's like become the roast queen.
She made a lot of she got a lot of press during that Tom Brady roast.
But there's a bunch of roasts that she's done very, very well at. The Rob Lowe roast, you name it. But she's one of those shock comedians, and I hope I'm not being a misogynist, sexist. Actor, actress, comedian.
Sure.
The shocking lady comic started with Sarah Silverman and then Amy Schumer and now Nikki Glaser, who had to take it up a notch.
Anyone who listens to the show knows that Spike is a pretty traditional guy. I'm just joking.
No. Well, regard to comedy, I kind of am.
Well,
I don't think you have to talk about where your fingernails go and with your boyfriend to make a joke. And she made that joke 1,000 times. I saw it again last night.
Yeah. I think what you're saying, too, is you're talking about, it's one thing when you show up at a comedy club and you go, but when you're talking to a national audience.
Right, and you're making Super Blue.
I agree.
In your monologue at Saturday Night Live, you're making these jokes. Whoa.
It can feel a little bit like,
and I think that's a
minute.
cheap and easy way to get laughs. And so,
Here's a joke she made about DiCaprio and his young girlfriends, which is kind of a running joke that most people would make. It's kind of low-hanging fruit, but it's, we want to play it here. Here you go.
You've worked with every great director. You've won 3 Golden Globes, an Oscar. And the most impressive thing is that you were able to accomplish all of that before your girlfriend turned 30. I mean, it's just insane. Leo, I'm sorry I made that joke. It's cheap. You know what? I tried not to, but we don't know anything else about you, man. There's nothing else. Open up. I'm serious. I searched. The most in-depth interview you've ever given was in Teen Beat magazine in 1991. Is your favorite food still pasta, and more pasta?
That's actually a much funnier joke than the girlfriend joke.
I love that you played the whole thing.
Yeah.
Because that's what gives that joke legs.
Yeah, that was funny.
And your girlfriend wasn't even born when you gave that interview in Teen Beat.
Yeah.
Those jokes.
It's funny. You don't really know
going.
anything about the guy. You just know that he's super famous and he's been in every movie your wife has ever loved, but you just don't know much about him.
Do you go see movies based on how they do at these award shows at all?
Never.
See?
Ever.
Really? Okay. See, I think with a movie like the Brad Pitt movie, what's it, One Battle After Another? I haven't seen it, but it won 4...
DiCaprio.
DiCaprio. It won 4 Gold Globes.
So you would consider it?
I'll go see it now. I mean, these many awards, it's got to be worth my time.
Yeah. It might be. I haven't seen it yet, but it could be worth your time. But it won some awards, and maybe that means something. But the jokes are funny, and I like when they make funny jokes.
Funny.
All right, we have a lot more coming up. Stick around. You don't want to go anywhere. Our third hour is always our best.
And the big reveal, the world premiere.
World premiere.
John Curley's new face.
New face.
Yeah.
It's going to be right here. Also,
the
you're
new
going to
face of Seattle Radio.
You're going to find out where they're filling that face from. Where on his body they're filling that face from. We'll talk about it.
No.
Stick around.
Seattle voters wanted change.
I campaigned on affordability, on homelessness, on taxing the rich.
Can Mayor Wilson live up to the promises of candidate Wilson?
The self-proclaimed progressive socialist
managing high expectations. Trusted Northwest News voices you depend on.
More government programs, which means more tax dollars.
KIRO News Radio on 97.3 FM. And the KIRO News Radio app.
I got to tell you something, Nick. I have really noticed a difference in your energy level since you started going to the Longevity Medical Clinic.
And you know why?
Why?
Because they actually balanced my hormone levels. And when they do that, the largest change I noticed was that now I could sleep.
And then not only get more sleep, to just get more energy, right?
Right. So that all of a sudden that resulted in me, I started running again and doing all these things that I felt so fatigued throughout the day that I couldn't do anymore.
Okay, so at this point, do you want to apologize to me? Because I was always saying to you, every time you say, I don't sleep, I don't feel well, I feel kind of off, I go, well, you need to get in touch with Longevity Medical Clinic. And you're always like, blah, 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 blah.
I know. But now it's turned into something fun that we get to go in together.
So I need to hear, you were right.
You were right.
You were right. I should have gone to Longevity Medical Clinic.
I should have.
There we go. Fine.
Yes.
You know the right thing to do. Get in touch with Longevity Medical Clinic. Take the free health analysis at lmclinic.com.
You gave years, maybe decades to your job. You showed up, worked hard, and planned for retirement. But now the company's changed, or maybe you've taken a buyout or been forced into early retirement. So what happens next? I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth. And if you've built up a 401k or thrift savings plan, now is the time to ask, is that money really working for you? Many workplace retirement plans offer limited options and even less guidance. At Trajan Wealth, we help people just like you roll over their accounts into IRAs with more flexibility and personalized investment strategies built around your goals. For households with $500,000 or more, let us build you a personalized plan. We operate on veteran values, service, trust, and doing what's right. Your next chapter starts now. Call Trajan Wealth, 206-656-3300, 206-656-3300.
Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
Oh, how's that flu, babe? Did you take DayQuil Intense Flu yet?
Nah, I got this. Ugh, okay, I don't got this.
You stay on the couch, and I'll grab the DayQuil.
Undo your flu symptoms with DayQuil Intense Flu. DayQuil Intense Flu provides powerful relief of your flu symptoms.
I'm ready for that to-do list.
Wow, you do got this.
DayQuil Intense Flu. The daytime coughing, aching, fever, under your flu medicine. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Hey, can you blow up some balloons for Jack's party?
I can't. I'm so congested.
You need Sinex Saline from Vicks.
Sinex Saline Nasal Spray?
Yeah, just Sinex. Breathe.
Sinex Saline instantly clears everyday congestion associated with colds and year-round allergies with a gentle, ultra-fine mist that's no mess and easy to control.
Daddy, we need more balloons.
On it.
Enjoy life's important moments without congestion. Try Sinex Saline from Vicks. Just Sinex. Breathe. Use as directed.
At Madrona Financial and CPAs, we believe there are 7 steps that must be taken in preparation for a successful retirement. Retirement needs more than just a basic income plan. Hi, Jeff here with Madrona Financial and CPAs. Don't settle for a partial plan. Get the real deal by requesting your no-cost Madrona analysis today and discover what you may be missing. Call 833-673-7373 right now to request your analysis. That's 833-673-7373.
Your best source for local news. KIRO Newsradio, KIRO FM and HD1, Tacoma, Seattle, Northwest News.
This is CBS News on the Hour, your home for original reporting.
I'm Jennifer Kuiper. Breaking news, the Trump administration is being taken to court by the state of Minnesota and the cities of Minneapolis and St. Paul. Minnesota Democratic Attorney General Keith Ellison.
We're here to announce a lawsuit we're filing against the United States Department of Homeland Security to end the unlawful, unprecedented surge of the federal law enforcement agents into Minnesota.
It comes 1 week after the shooting death of a Minneapolis woman by an ICE officer. Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Fry says what is going on in the Twin Cities is not normal immigration enforcement. The Department of Homeland Security says it's surging more than 2,000 immigration officers into Minnesota and that it has made more than 2,000 arrests in the city in Minneapolis since the push began last month. The Trump administration's criminal investigation of Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell, which Powell says is an attempt to exert more control over the Fed, has sparked backlash. Several Republican senators have condemned the Justice Department subpoenas of the Fed. Former Biden economic advisor Jared Bernstein.
I'm quite skeptical, and I think the evidence for the Department of Justice or President Trump in this case is so flimsy and so phony that I don't know if they'll be able to get a grand jury to even indict.
Bernstein, along with a number of other economic advisors and Treasury secretaries, denounced the investigation. Iran is experiencing nationwide anti-government protests, which have become increasingly violent. CBS's Stacey Lynn reports.
Reza Pahlavi is Iran's exiled crown prince.
The country is in full revolt.
He says unlike uprisings in the past,
this time people are on the streets to put a final end to this regime.
He says they're saying,
we are past condemnations, we are past resolution, we are past the stage of offering sympathy.
He says they need action, but the big question,
are we alone in this fight, or will this time the world respond to this brutality and come to their help?
Stacey Lynn, CBS News.
Paramount Skydance is suing Warner Brothers Discovery for more information as the CBS parent company pursues a hostile takeover of Warner Brothers. CBS's Jason Brooks has more.
Paramount Skydance CEO David Ellison sent a letter to Warner Brothers shareholders saying that his company wants the court to compel Warner Brothers to provide information that shareholders need in order to make a more informed decision. Warner Brothers board last week rejected Paramount's amended bid, urging shareholders to accept Netflix's bid, the board's belief that Netflix's bid offers greater certainty.
Former Trump advisor Dina Powell-McCormick is named Meta's president and vice chairman. This is CBS.
Follow and listen to CBS News Roundup on the free Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Coming up, Democrats and Republicans dig in on day one of the new legislative session. But first, Nate Connors is at the real-time traffic desk.
And this report brought to you by Closets by Design. Over in Mercer Island, westbound 90 at the east end of the Lake Bridge, a disabled vehicle blocks the right lane. This is just as you come out of the tunnel, so be aware of that. Here in Seattle, North 5, you're packed at Mercer across the Ship Canal Bridge, where 2 left lanes are blocked for Revive I-5. South 5, you're in the clear, but this is going to start to change here in the next hour when our afternoon drive starts to pick up. So be prepared, and if you can jump on that traffic, go for it. In Bellevue, South 405 approaching 520, a disabled vehicle blocks the left toll lane. North 405, we're slow along South Center over to the Valley Freeway. Nothing too heavy. South Center to Bellevue, still looking good, taking less than 20 minutes. And up in Everett, eastbound 526 is beginning to jam up, leaving the Boeing plant over to I-5. Custom storage solutions for closets, garages, home offices, and more. Go to closetsbydesign.com to see current specials or call 1-800-BY-DESIGN to learn more. KIRO News Radio Real-Time Traffic. I'm Nate Connors.
KIRO News Radio 97.3 FM Northwest News. Now, the latest from KIRO News Radio and mynorthwest.com.
Good afternoon. I'm Aaron Granello. On day one of the new legislative session in Olympia, Representative Lori Jenkins takes aim at the Trump administration. The House Speaker citing budget cuts to numerous federal programs.
Federal funding is cut off for health care, for food, for clean energy credits.
House Minority Leader Drew Stokesbury, a Republican, offering a swift rebuke.
If we want to know why life in this Washington is more expensive than it is in nearly every other state, we need to only look in the mirror.
Stokesbury calling this 60-day legislative session an inflection point as the state faces another budget deficits. More from KIRO News Radio's Luke Ducey.
Republicans like Representative Travis Couture blame Democrats for creating a multi-billion-dollar budget shortfall.
We don't have a revenue problem. We have a spending problem. We have never had more revenue in the state of Washington than we do right at this very moment.
Governor Ferguson is proposing a supplemental budget that includes about $800 million in cuts and nearly $1 billion from the Rainy Day Fund. Ferguson also wants to create a tax on millionaires that will generate, he says, $3.5 billion a year. Luke Ducey, KIRO News Radio.
There has been another shooting near a hookah lounge in Seattle, this time in the Chinatown International District. Details from KIRO News Radio's James Lynch.
The disturbance happened about 2:45 Saturday morning at the Culture Hookah Lounge near 12th Avenue South and South Main Street. The owner of the lounge reported firing a single shot from his handgun to end the disturbance at closing time. Shortly after, police say a man was shot right across the street. Here's SPD Detective Brian Pritchard.
The victim had walked into Swedish Hospital with injuries consistent with a shotgun blast.
Police are not sure if the incidents are related. So far, no arrests have been made. James Lynch, KIRO News Radio.
Seahawks will need to beat a division rival to advance in the playoffs. They will face the San Francisco 49ers on Saturday at Lumen Field. The game will be either 1:30 in the afternoon or 5 o'clock at night. We will know after the last wildcard game wraps up later tonight. Your weather update now, looking at cloudy skies and drying out after some morning showers. We are mostly cloudy, but mainly dry for the rest of this week. Right now, 52 degrees in downtown Seattle. I'm Aaron Granello, KIRO News Radio.
Your best source for local news, serving Western Washington and the world with a KIRO News Radio app. Always streaming live on your smart speakers. You're listening to KIRO News Radio, Northwest News.
And now, it's time for the Jake and Spike Show on KIRO News Radio with your hosts, Jake Skorheim and Spike O'Neill.
Welcome back to the show. 2 hours down, 1 hour to go. I can't even believe how fast the show's going. We just had so much good stuff. It's just one of those days where your cup runneth over, stuff falls into place. You put out the feelers, try to get people on from the Sky Valley Fire Department, talk about those drug-addicted puppies. Nobody else can get them. We get them. No big deal. Check it out. It's in the podcast. John Curley, who gets a facelift. I'm not saying he did it for our benefit, but kind of the world's benefit. And then he comes back, and he's sitting right behind us. Doesn't show us his face. He's hiding it. And we said, John, do you want to come on and reveal your new, fresh, young face to us and the audience at 2:30? We got to ask, even though you probably want to save that for your own show. He goes, yeah, come on at 2:30. So he's going to come on with us at 2:30, which is like 23 minutes from now. So make sure you get on the KIRO app. Download the KIRO app. You can watch us live, or you can go to YouTube. You can do the Jake and Spike Show. You go to search KIRO Newsradio, 97.3 FM. Find the Jake and Spike Show. You can watch us live, and you can be here with us over the internet, in person, kind of.
We can all experience it together.
Together, we're going to experience
together.
it. Yeah, we said we haven't looked at him. He's going to walk in the door, and he's going to show us his fresh baby face, or whatever it looks like. It might be horrible. We don't know. John was a good-looking guy beforehand.
Yeah.
We have seen traditionally, sometimes in the world of entertainment, people chase youth, and sometimes it doesn't turn out so great.
There have been careers ended because of bad jobs, bad surgical jobs.
I'm not going to say which end of the spectrum either of these two people are on, but I will say this. You have your Kris Jenners, and you have your, what's her face?
Who's her face?
Who's her face? What's the name I'm thinking of?
Which one?
Famous in the 80s.
Jennifer Grey?
No. Megan.
Meg
Ryan.
Meg Ryan? Yeah,
Meg
another
Ryan.
one. Unrecognizable. Meg who?
Ryan. Yeah. I mean, Meg Ryan was America's sweetheart. Everybody loved her.
Mm-hmm.
And then did she have some work done, or was I wrong about that?
She had some work undone. It was so altering to her original appearance. Crazy. Jennifer Grey, who was, of course, Dirty Dancing, and Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Who couldn't have been a more famous person, and then she got a nose job, right?
She had so much work done. She was unrecognizable. Didn't work for 20 years.
Was it a nose job, or was there a deviated septum thing? I don't know what it was. I don't want to accuse people of things.
No, it wasn't a vanity. Could have been a health thing.
Could have been a vanity thing.
Sure.
Could have been a health thing.
Sure.
She looks dramatically different than younger Jennifer Grey. Jennifer Grey.
Yeah.
Yes. So everybody's wondering, what's John Curley going to look like? And we're going to deliver that to you in just a little bit. So tune in for that. All right. Can we talk about some actual newsy stuff and play some audio?
There's bigger news than John Curley's new face?
No,
in the city today?
But he doesn't come in for 20 minutes. So we got to just
okay, let's go digging for news.
Do stuff until then. Last week, big news week, a lot of stuff happened. One of the things that happened was you had a interaction between, I believe, Customs and Border Enforcement, Customs and Border Protection, CBP, down in Portland. They were making a targeted arrest.
Mm-hmm.
This was the day after, I believe, the incident in Minneapolis.
Exactly,
and so
right.
that was like the freshest, hottest story in the country was what happened in Minneapolis.
Absolutely.
So when you hear that there was another interaction, also in a vehicle, where you have a federal agent having to fire shots.
Right. 2 people were shot in Portland.
Instantly, you just go like, oh my gosh, now everybody rush to that side of the country and start reporting on it. So at the time, DHS said this was a targeted stop. They knew who was in the vehicle. They were trying to arrest the person in the vehicle. The vehicle tries to drive off. CBP is in danger. They fire shots. Somebody gets hit in the vehicle, but they drive off. A 911 call later comes in. I'm summarizing what happened, but you can tell me if I'm off.
You're doing a pretty good job. No, you're doing it.
Later on, Portland Police Department responds to a 911 call. 2 people in a vehicle who have gunshot wounds, a male and a female. And they're probably the same people that were being targeted for arrest by the Customs and Border Protection. So DHS puts out a statement that says basically like these people are part of, you pronounce names better than I do.
The Venezuelan gang Tren de Agua.
Is it Agua or Aragua?
Aragua.
I think it's Aragua. Tren de Aragua.
Tren de Agua is the water company.
Oh, there you go.
Doing terrible business since this whole thing flared up.
That's rough for them.
Yeah.
It's like the dog. Do you remember? Did you watch Downton Abbey? Did you ever watch Downton Abbey?
Never.
The dog's name is Isis.
No.
Yeah. Did you watch Downton Abbey, Jake?
I forgot that's the name of the dog.
Unfortunate.
Dog's name is Isis.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. Adorable dog.
Yeah.
But just the name is the bummer.
Once branding goes.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. And I think it was, it's pre all that. So it's not like they, were trying to come up with a viral name.
It is the Oh, I thought it was the name of a flower. I'm thinking of a different type of iris.
Iris
is not a flower.
Thinking of iris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a girlfriend whose mom was named Isis.
Did you really?
Yeah, no, it was Iris. I was wrong too. Such a tool. Wasn't Isis like a Greek goddess?
I'm
Right?
sure. Yeah, all of that stuff. I'm sure you could trace it back somewhere.
These radicals ruin it for everybody.
But what do we know it as
Right?
now?
Right.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So anyway, CPB says, and DHS puts out this thing saying this was a targeted stop. This was Tren de Aragua, and immediately you have politicians who are saying we can't believe what the federal government tells us, and we need to question everything. In fact, I think I have audio of Portland police officials saying, yeah, we'd love to believe them, but we just can't believe them anymore. So anyway, he had to come out, and now I'm going to play this audio cut because for the life of me, I'd like you to explain this to me. And you're much more sympathetic, I think, to this guy than I would be.
I try to see the glass half full.
Okay, this is Portland Police Chief Bob Day, and he is confirming to an audience that the people in the incident were indeed Tren de Aragua gang members. And apparently they had known about this because these people had prior, what is this here? They have prior stuff, including like suspicion of, I think, was there another, other shooting stuff? I mean, like.
There were charges pending against these illegal immigrants, illegal aliens, gang members,
One
for gun
DHS said
violations,
was a prostitute.
The
other
car, gun violations.
Gun violations.
Yeah, dangerous people.
Prior stuff, dangerous people. People that you are probably okay with being arrested.
Absolutely.
And off the streets.
Yes.
And yet, here is the Portland police chief. And again, I need your help explaining this to me. Because when I saw this, I went, wait, what? This Portland police chief, Bob Day, confirming to the press that these guys were indeed who DHS said they were. But listen to what his take on it is, which I find interesting.
They do have some nexus to involvement with TDA. We can confirm that.
Nexus means connection. I feel like he could have just said connection. I feel like he's trying to obfuscate. Whatever, that's my opinion.
And what I can say is there is an association with the two folks yesterday and TDA. I hesitated to even share this information initially because I'm very aware of the historic injustice of victim blaming, oftentimes portrayed by law enforcement, including this very agency that I've represented so proudly for so many years. And historically, we have not been quick to disclose the potential criminal history of others. I want to speak for just a moment.
Wait a minute. I pause that for a second. What do you mean by that? Where he hesitated to share the information initially because I'm very aware of historic injustice of victim blaming. But he's saying these people were known Tren de Aragua gang members.
Well,
wouldn't that be something you'd very quickly put out? Because then you could say, hey, you know what?
Okay.
Local community, we know that you're not these. We know you're not Tren de.
I don't think
you're
he's
not Tren de Aragua gang members.
I don't think
but
he's
these two
speaking
are.
I don't think he's speaking to this particular incident as much as he's speaking to.
No, he said directly there. He said he said initially we didn't put this information out to the public because I was aware of the historic injustice. So he knew.
Well, we're speaking of the historic injustice of blaming the victim of a shooting, who may not have had the this. I don't think he's talking about this particular instance. I think his hesitation stemmed from, I heard the same thing you did. I'm just trying to understand what he was trying to get across here.
Yeah,
maybe saying, look, every time with this department, so particularly the Portland Police Department, has a history of victim blaming. Whether it's he's alleged that he was a member of this, when it turns out that he hadn't been in the past. He wanted to be careful and cautious about what connections, what nexus he put out into the infosphere, given the fact that we have in the past, this particular department has had a history of victim blaming.
That's his
trying
claim,
to justify, and I'm not validating it.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see his side of things. But go on, because it gets worse, believe it or not.
And then he continues, and this is part I don't get.
Specifically to my Latino community.
Takes his glasses off, wipes his eyes.
Yeah,
it saddens me that we even have to qualify these remarks, because I understand, or at least have attempted to understand through your voices, your concern, your fear, your anger. This information in no way is meant to disparage or to condone or support or agree with any of the actions that occurred yesterday.
As soon as I saw him crying, I thought this.
Why are you crying?
Why are you crying? I don't understand why he's crying. I don't think the local Latino community thinks that they are themselves Tren de Aragua gang members.
No,
There's clearly a very huge distinction. The local community are not pimps or prostitutes.
Sure.
So why is he crying as if everybody needs to be so sensitive to that?
When was this tape? When was this particular interview recorded? Do we know?
This was, I believe,
the day after the shooting.
I believe this was 2 days after.
Oh, okay. Maybe we have more information today. It's confirmed that these people are who they were, who law enforcement said.
He held this specifically to confirm what they already knew. Remember, he said at the beginning, I wasn't going to release this information because of historic blah 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 blah, but they knew. No, because they knew
I hear
there
you.
were prior
There
were prior gun charges, or whatever the connections were, and so they knew who the people were. As soon as they said, "Hey, these people that they're looking for," the DHS told us the names of. Oh yeah, they're in our database. We're looking for those people already on prior charges and connections with things.
I think he's maybe reacting to a sense of empathy on his part for the community that he feels may have valid concerns about being targeted.
But that's not these people. These are gang members.
I'm saying he's talking about he's speaking to a community of Hispanics and Latinos that his department is cared for protecting with all Portland residents. There's a section of that community that is maybe Latin American or immigrant, whatever nationality they may be.
Sure.
Right. And he said he's seen this community be, paranoid, sometimes harassed, sometimes targeted. I'm not saying I don't know. I'm not speaking to any particular.
Sure.
He sees an overarching community that is a sense of anxiety by what a lot of people feel may be an excessive use of force. I'm just trying to find how do you get to the point where it's so physically debilitating to you as the police chief of Portland that you can't get to a press conference without breaking down.
You're being very generous, and that's what I love about you, and you're a very kind person. But when I hear this, when he's crying over this, the crimes that they were being sought for. It's not like they were just they drove by somebody and said, "Hey, look at them. Let's stop them."
They're driving while brown.
That's not what was happening.
That's not what was happening here in any way, shape, or form.
And they knew that from the get-go because they were told that. And then I would imagine the Portland police probably had information already because they were in their system as having past connections to things.
That's how they stopped them. That's how they knew who to stop in that red car.
So I'm still confused as to why he was crying. That doesn't make it.
Are you crying? No.
There's no crying in law enforcement.
Are you crying? Are you crying? There's no crying. There's no crying in baseball.
I mean, honestly, there are plenty of things that somebody could cry about.
Yeah.
I don't think somebody who tried to, if I'm not mistaken, didn't they try to drive their car through law enforcement?
These particular two?
Yes.
Well, I think now we know that. Here, let me say this real quick. I think this guy was two things are possible. He's actually tearing up because he's being empathetic toward a community that he has served to protect who feels maybe targeted, or he's being performative.
That's what I think.
And I don't know. It may very well be the case. Like you said, I'm a real big-hearted guy. I like to give people the benefit of the doubt, especially an elected official.
You think with your heart.
I think with my heart. I think this guy probably was crying
I mean that
genuinely.
both as a compliment and an insult.
Thank you.
I'm just joking.
I would like to give him the benefit of the doubt, not be cynical,
Don't.
that he was crying because he's caring for and empathetic toward a community who feels targeted, not that he was crying because it makes good TV.
The community of Tren de Aragua gang members.
I don't think he was crying for the
and prostitutes.
I don't think he was crying for the two that were shot. I don't think he's crying for those two. I think he's crying for the larger community of Hispanics that his organization is charged with protecting. And maybe I'm wrong.
You're a generous person.
Yeah, I try to be.
You're a generous person.
Yeah.
You're a very generous person.
I didn't see the video, so maybe the tears were crocodile tears. I don't know.
These were the public officials. This is important. This is Representative Maxine Dexter. She was at vigil Friday night. This is again for the two now confirmed gang members in the car after they were trying to drive over the agents. Right? Isn't that what happened? They tried to be a targeted stop, and they tried to run the car over the agents.
We don't. Here's the thing. You know, a lot of people feel you can't trust what's coming out of DOJ. When you say they're using their car as a weapon, some people see the video from Minneapolis and feel like she wasn't using her car as a weapon. I'm not concluding the investigation here, But there are people who say that the quick to make an assessment before an investigation was done, that this car was weaponized.
Okay.
And then when the next shooting, the first thing out of their mouth is, this car was weaponized. You can see where
And
people
again,
may be a little cynical.
I'll say that to be safe legally.
Yeah.
These were my interpretations of how the incident was described.
It was described to us
It seemed
by
like
the
they were
people.
trying to evade in a way that put the arresting
it may very
CPB
well be the
officers'
case.
lives in danger.
But keep in mind,
That's
though,
what I
it's
gleaned from this.
Keep in mind, though, it's also policy not to shoot at a car because it's fleeing. That's not justification for use of
No, but if
potential
police
lethal force.
officers are in danger
no,
themselves,
I get you,
yes.
and I fully back that.
So then the police chief crying just did not make sense to me. I feel like it's the second thing, which I think you have deep in your heart have sensed, that it felt a little performative.
That's, you got to be
which
careful.
To me, you got to be careful about that.
But to the larger story, though, let's not ever jump to conclusions till investigations are done.
Yeah.
Whether he meant it or was genuinely sad or performative,
Well,
whether
again,
they were using the car for this or for that, let's make sure.
He was confirming to the public
that
what
these
they
people
now
were
know
dirtbags.
that they had been told initially, but said they didn't want to believe. But this is Representative Maxine Dexter. She's in Oregon as well. She's an Oregon representative, and she was at a vigil Friday night for these two individuals as well, who are not. It's a vigil, but they're not dead. They're alive, right? They didn't die.
This is a vigil for the two Trinidad Agua shooters.
Yes.
Or victim.
Lose our compassion, our souls, our understanding that we all are each other's keeper, that we all have to stand together. And those of us who have privilege due to the whiteness of our skin or the speech that we speak, the language that we speak, that we must be courageous. We have to stand in that void where our neighbors are terrified. And I know from my community, your community, our community, that people are terrified right now. Folks, this cannot be accepted as normal.
Here's what I will say about both of these people that we've just played this audio from.
Mm-hmm.
Use your emotions if you really feel like you need to express yourself for these things.
Mm-hmm.
Doing it for people that you know are gang members who are in the community pushing prostitution, things like these. When people in the public hear you crying tears for that, you go to yourself, why? Why are they doing that?
That's not who she was crying for, though. She wasn't speaking about.
Well, she was in this case. This is a vigil for those two people. So
she's speaking to the two Trinidad Agua people.
This is a vigil they held Friday night for these two people. And then you have the chief of police there in Portland. It feels to me like they're all rushing to get in front of the camera and to say something instead of taking a beat back and going like, hey, you know what? People who are breaking the law, we really got to be careful that we're not going out of our way to paint them as rosy, perfect people, victims every single time.
Yeah, I'm with you.
People who are doing horrible things, thank God we're arresting them and getting them off the streets if it's dangerous and we're hurting people. So yeah, this audio just very confused me. I thought I'd share it with you and see what your thoughts were. It sounds like we kind of came around to the same spot.
Yeah.
All right, when we come back, this is the grand reveal. John Curley's new face. How many years did it take off? We don't know. That's for you, the audience, to judge.
Okay.
He already looked very young.
He did.
He's a very youthful-looking man.
Building, man.
Yeah, he's very. I mean, body fat percentage. He's very low.
He's a specimen.
He's a specimen.
It's a freaking nature already. And
how can you get even better?
Right?
We'll find out. Stick around.
Did he have years added on? Is that what happened?
I hope not.
This hour is brought to you by Davis Law Group.
Hi, I'm Charlie Harder.
And I'm Amanda Factor. The DOJ versus the chair of the Federal Reserve.
New York Times investigative reporter David Farenthold breaks down where this fight is headed.
And President Trump may pull out his veto pen when it comes to extending federal health insurance subsidies.
Another round of Revive I-5, and it is a doozy. Sully will have traffic every 10 minutes.
Hope you can join us tomorrow, 5 to 9 on Seattle's Morning News.
On KIRO News Radio 97.3 FM and the KIRO Newsradio app.
Do you notice sounds coming from your crawl space or attic, or possibly stale or foul odors in your home? This could be that rodents have gotten into your attic and crawl and have made it their home. They tear up the insulation to make nests to have babies. They contaminate it with their biological waste, which can be harmful to your health. And they ruin your home's energy blanket, costing you thousands of dollars a year. If you even think you may have a problem, call Insulation Northwest today, and we will come to your home as soon as tomorrow and perform a free, no-obligation inspection to determine what the problem is. This inspection normally costs $199, but it's yours free just for calling today. If we discover any problem with rodents in your home, we can get them out and keep them out and restore your home's protective insulation blanket back to brand new condition. Let Insulation Northwest give peace and comfort back to you and your family and save you thousands of dollars in energy savings. Call Insulation Northwest today, the real insulation company.
InsulationNorthwest.com. I saw her texting, coming up to a stop sign, and so I saw the accident coming, and she T-boned us.
In the blink of an eye, Crystal's life changed when she suffered a severe spinal injury.
The pain was something I had never experienced before in my neck. I got massage therapy. I saw a chiropractor. I was prescribed muscle relaxers so I could sleep. I got depressed. Nothing was relieving the pain.
Drugs, sleepless nights, and depression. Sound familiar? I'm Dr. Mark Shelley, a chiropractic physician and board-certified functional neurologist. At Sound Pain Solutions, our treatments include high-dose laser combined with spinal decompression and other comprehensive therapies to rehabilitate damaged discs. We use treatments that are non-surgical, FDA-cleared, drug and pain-free.
I was able to get off my pain medicines, and I was able to sleep through the night, and that was what I was desperate for.
To learn if you're a candidate for our treatment, call us. Sound Pain Solutions, 855-996-0025, or click soundpainsolutions.com.
When you walked through your kitchen this morning, what'd you see? Did it make you happy? Hi, I'm Chad Cicchini, owner of Heritage Homecraft. Well, I want to make you happy. We'll custom build you all new cabinet doors and drawer fronts, and using our exclusive 1/4-inch solid wood refacing process, transform your existing cabinets into a beautiful new kitchen. Add a custom quartz countertop, change things up a bit, add some more cabinets, install some cool new features like soft close drawers and sliding shelves, whatever you like. We'll help you to create the new kitchen you'll be proud of. All in about a week, and all with way less mess, hassle, time, and expense than to tear out. Stop waiting. For 18 years, we've been honored to serve thousands of happy customers, and we'd love to serve you. Call today and I'll get one of our pros to come out and show you how easy and comfortable it'll be to get going on your new kitchen. Heritage Homecraft, 425-485-1600, 425-485-1600, or heritagehomecraft.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Ask yourself this question. Is it really worth holding on to that timeshare that you know you need to get rid of? Here's the truth. The average maintenance fee just went up over 17%. That could have been 117%, and there's nothing you can do about it. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check for annual maintenance and assessment fees. I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. For 15 years, I've helped over 50,000 families cancel their timeshare. Not sell it, not transfer it, cancel it. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment and your maintenance fees would never go up? That's a lie. Are you ready to get rid of your timeshare once and for all? Simply call us and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit that explains all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your timeshare exit kit. 800-932-5858. That's 800-932-5858. 800-932-5858.
No heat, electrical issues, frozen pipes, no power? John Curley here, recommending you call Home Comfort Alliance. For over 40 years doing heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical right, including standby generators. Call the comfort people at homecomfortalliance.com.
KIRO News Radio 97.3 FM Northwest News. Now, the latest from KIRO News Radio and mynorthwest.com.
Good afternoon, I'm Aaron Granello. The latest round of Revive I-5 in Seattle caused major traffic problems for southbound drivers this morning. They're left without express lanes, and KIRO News Radio's Chris Sullivan says it was ugly.
The height of the commute, it was probably an hour and 40 minutes from Linwood into Seattle, which is an hour longer than it should take. We had a 9-mile backup. People were going everywhere they possibly could. Lake City Way, you couldn't move. 99 was backed up to Northgate all the way through Queen Anne and the Ship Canal down into South Lake Union.
Express lanes are running northbound 24/7 as WashDOT crews repave 2 lanes of the Ship Canal Bridge. It's going to last all year. There will be a brief break this summer, however, for the World Cup. Firefighters in Gold Bar saved half a dozen puppies that appear to have overdosed on fentanyl. We get the details from KIRO News Radio's James Lynch.
Sky Valley firefighters say someone dropped off 3 puppies at the station because of breathing problems. 3 more puppies were found at the family's home in the same condition. Firefighters suspected it was drug-related and immediately started life-saving treatments. Sky Valley Fire Chief Brandon Vargas on the Jake and Spike Show.
Started giving Narcan, started giving oxygen, and did CPR on one of the dogs, and they all started to wake up.
The puppies are okay, and the case was referred to the Snohomish County Prosecutor's Office for potential charges. James Lynch, KIRO News Radio.
Governor Bob Ferguson says nobody should be surprised that he's calling for a millionaire's tax this session. On this day 1 of the new legislative session, the governor tells TVW that revenue would provide tax relief for lower earners.
And so a millionaire's tax, which targets a small number of folks whose income doesn't include the value of your home, your income is more than $1 million, you pay after $1 million, 10% millionaire's tax.
Opponents argue that's an income tax, which is unconstitutional in Washington state. Ferguson says he is open to a constitutional amendment to ensure the tax is legal. Northbound HOV lane on Highway 167 is now an express toll lane between Sumner and Pacific. Starting today, you will need a flex pass if you carpool and want to ride for free. Without one, you get a bill in the mail and pay $2 more per trip. Let's go now to the real-time traffic desk at 2:34 with Nate Connors.
All right now, North 5 through Seattle is backed up from the West Seattle Bridge across the Ship Canal Bridge. You'll come to a halt there at Mercer due to Revive I-5 taking up 2 left lanes across the bridge. And as Aaron just mentioned, this is going to go through June before we catch a little break. The express lanes will be open 24/7 northbound. Good news for our northbound drivers. But as we just heard in our newscast, a major effect on our southbound drivers this morning. Right now, southbound is wide open. In Tukwila, eastbound 518 slows from the airport over to I-5, where we've got a couple vehicles on the right shoulder. Not a blocking issues, but drivers are slowing at the seam. In Spanaway, northbound 7 at 168th Street, a collision blocks all northbound lanes. And if you're heading to our passes anytime soon, all 4 of them that are open right now look great with no restrictions. KIRO News Radio, real-time traffic. I'm Nate Connors.
Thank you, Nate. Your forecast now seeing some showers on the coast and also over the mountains, but mainly dry around the Puget Sound region. Right now, 54 degrees in downtown Seattle. I'm Aaron Granillo, KIRO News Radio.
Your best source for local news. You're listening to KIRO News Radio, Northwest News.
All right, welcome. Oh, I jumped the gun there a little bit. All right, welcome back to the show. We're very excited. If you guys were unaware, John Curley from the John Curley Show recently had some work done on his face. He got a facelift, which normally people keep pretty quiet, but he was very open about it.
I admire that about John. His, I don't want to say courage, it's just his integrity.
It is courage.
It's his integrity.
There's a few things more courageous in life. than what John has done.
That's okay. I don't want to minimize the courage factor, but I think there's a lot of integrity to John that he lives his life for this audience.
He does, yes.
Not this audience, the one that starts at 3.
The one that starts at 3.
Right.
But we asked him. We said we knew he was going to be here, and we said, John, would you be willing to come in and like kind of share what happened and be with us? And I thought he was going to have to wait for his show because he doesn't want to reveal the new face.
Big reveal.
Let's get him on here right now. John Curley, welcome to the show. Come on in. He's coming in.
Try, be careful how you react. Careful how you, I'm not looking. Be careful how you react. Okay,
can you get in front of a mic?
If it doesn't look good, don't let him know. Okay,
see everyone.
Keep quiet.
Yeah. Well, just be careful how you react.
John, for the
sorry,
I don't mean to laugh at your new face, John. I'm sorry.
If you guys are watching, you guys should be watching this right now. KIRO Newsradio.
We don't do radio for you radio people. This is
for the viewing audience.
To your left, there it is.
There we go.
To your right, the other left.
Got my hair in it too.
John is in a. John, you've showed up a little different than I expected.
Yeah, a little different.
Did you get your bangs trimmed?
Well, there's some swelling, as you can tell.
Okay.
And I got some eye drops because you can get a little eye infection.
Your jawline is very sharp.
Very sharp. But I feel great. It's sure. Is it vain? Yes. Did it cost a lot of money? Oh, God, yeah. Was it worth it? Yes. Now, am I interviewing myself? Yes.
Let me ask you this question.
Yes.
You are wearing, for the listening audience who doesn't have a chance to watch this right now, you are wearing a paper bag on your head.
Yes, I am.
Was this part of the
brown
surgery
paper bag.
or what's happening with the bag?
Well, the bag basically is covering my face because we're not going to waste this reveal on your show.
That's what. Are those folds permanent? Those folds in the work? I mean, will they go away in time?
Yeah,
there's some real creasing in the work they've done.
Yeah, the doctor said. You can expect a lot. Eventually, they'll sort of soften. The folds will soften.
Can I say?
And the handles, you can use them differently.
His wife's going to love the handles.
Can
I say, in all seriousness,
get my other one.
In all seriousness, John, you've never looked better to me.
Thank you. And then if you just nod and stuff like that,
that's great.
Okay, so you actually are going to. So if the audience was to tune back in at 3 o'clock,
I told Joe, do people really care? He goes, oh my God, this is all people been texting,
they
coming
care.
in. And,
they really do.
And then
John.
the weird part is, Kathy just came over and said, hey, can I look at you? People just stare at you. They're just staring at your face.
What's been the reaction so far? Have you been pleased with the response?
Yeah, well, who's going to say, oh, my God, what happened to you?
Yeah, I heard.
My biggest problem is I didn't want to look like, because you hear all the horrible stuff, like, who's the guy from
Meg Ryan.
Everybody names some horrible one.
Right, Kenny Rogers was unrecognizable.
Right, American Idol. The guy from American Idol, the singer, the judge.
Oh, Simon Cowell.
Simon Cowell. Oh, my God.
Yeah, what's happening?
And they're, you're looking Bradley Cooper. There's so many horrible things. All I had was
Bradley Cooper had worked on?
I think Zac Efron maybe you're thinking of?
Zac Efron, sure.
No, he just got really ripped.
He got in some type of accident.
Something happened to him, sure.
Mark Hamill. You remember Mark Hamill?
Oh, yeah. The whole list of the horribles.
But the thing is, you didn't...
I didn't do the eyes.
This was elective, though. You didn't have any accident. I've seen you recently. You're a good... can I defend you? Here's the thing.
I have an accident. I ran headlong into a threshing machine, and they put my face back together.
Here's an honest response that I told my mom that we were going to have you on the show. She goes, what did he go and do that for? He's a very nice-looking guy.
Yeah, I know.
You're a good-looking guy before this. So why?
Well, here's what happened. I'm 63, and I'm on stage like 50 times a year doing auctions all around the country, right? And I notice that I'm now the oldest person in the room, and I want to and I don't want to look old because I've got great energy. So I want to get. Here's what happened. I was sitting reading one morning, and Nick goes, "What are you doing?" I was doing the old man thing where you grab onto that skin under your chin.
The turkey neck,
and I was sort of just pulling on it. It's like that's something happens when you get old. You just start pulling on pieces of skin. And she goes, don't do that. It's going to stay. And I go, oh, it won't stay. And I let go, and it stayed.
Oh.
And then I thought, oh, boy. And then
Rye
said, Dad, you got a lot of weird skin hanging. And he started pulling on it. And then I thought, I'm going to fix that. So in order to fix it, here's what they do. They cut in front of your ears, behind your ear, and then they pull the whole thing up, and then they stitch it back behind your ear, and inside your ear is where all the sutures are. So there's a bunch of staples in there.
So it's not. It's hidden. It's not visible.
Well, it's hidden. Yeah. I mean, but then I said, would you mind tattooing something on my cheek that says "Look for skin and staples here"? So that's unfortunate. I had that done.
Are you happy with the result? Are you feeling like
I'm really depressed right now.
Well, you're
deeply
but you're wearing a smile. Look at you. The tears of a clown.
The tears of a clown.
You look very proud.
That's the weird thing is like
beneath the eye
it's
holes.
such a vain thing for a guy to do. Like women are like, okay, I can see it, right? But I don't care.
Well, a couple thoughts from me. First off, you're very courageous.
My body looks like I think my body looks like a 45-year-old, and I want my face to match. I can take my shirt off.
Your face is behind a paywall right now. That's what I'm seeing. Are folks going to have to pay an extra fee to see?
No, I'm going to take it off from my
Okay.
show because I'm
That's
starting to pass out from my own carbon monoxide in here.
You get some
dioxide.
Some
What am I
CO2,
breathing, Jacob?
Your high CO2 levels, your carbon dioxide levels are rising.
I can smell the bologna sandwich.
Is this an after effect of the surgery? He's just passing out in the middle of interviews?
I was so concerned I was going to get addicted to Oxy. I don't know what they gave me.
Yeah.
That I didn't want to turn into Heath Ledger. So every time I took it, I'd say to Nick, am I going to be Heath Ledger? Am I going to wake up from this?
Oh, you poor man.
That's
you do
dark.
You do this for your craft. You made a sacrifice for your career and for your craft.
I like Spike trying to make it sound good.
No.
Purely vanity, Spike. It's all vanity.
No, it's not. It's
it is.
No.
Listen, if I had enough money, I'd get him to actually inject an upper lip on myself, or not have my mouth go down. See,
is your wife
literally going down in this?
Is your lovely wife happy with the result?
Oh yeah, because she
can see the
looks
potential.
really young, and then she's like people thinking, "Wow, what do you do with the old man? You must have married him for money."
Sure.
And she said, "Well, where's the money?"
At least you can have a young neck.
Yes.
It wasn't just neck though. You got the whole
I got
thing.
the neck done, and then they sucked some fat out of my stomach, and then they injected
Good luck
that
finding that, right?
Hard time.
That's why you still don't have an upper
That
lip.
was a big deal. You could imagine.
Should ask me. I'd have donated folds for you, man. I got folds of love.
I thought they typically pulled from the rear end if they were going to inject. They don't do that?
That's the cheek exchange surgery.
It's too fibrous.
Yeah, cheek exchange. They take your lower cheeks to your upper cheeks.
But he said
Kardashians do that a lot.
Well, he just
but
said
they
that they
take
don't
their
do
face.
that.
Kardashians take their face cheeks and put it in their butt.
Right here.
Look at it. Holy cow! Look at you.
Gosh.
Wow. Do you always wax like that before the show?
Right there. So they took it from there because the other stuff's too fibrous, and then they injected some of that fat in your face, and then they did my eyes. Dr. Stern lasered underneath and on top.
No kidding.
Well, you look.
You look fantastic.
Well,
great. I feel great. I really do.
You look. That's a face worth 8 cents. No, I'm sorry. That's a face worth 16 cents in Washington.
Thank you very much.
Right
Thank
there.
you. Recycle when you can.
Yeah.
Recycle, reuse.
Top of your show, people can actually see your face. Actually see it at the top of your show, right?
I'm gonna do the whole show like this.
Please don't.
Come over and give Jacob a beat.
By the way, I don't know who your accountant is, but
You're not on camera, John. This is for nobody.
This is deductible, John. The cost is tax deductible, right?
What's that?
It's a business expense. It's tax deductible.
I'm gonna write it off.
You should write it off.
All right, that's John Curley.
Give the
You can
governor
see
more
him
money.
live.
Don't give the governor more money.
That
He
handsome
wastes
fella. That's nice. All right, thank you, John.
You're a brave man, John. Love the bangs.
He's a good-looking fella.
I guess.
All right. You can see him live on his show. If you're on YouTube right now, just stick around and you can watch him.
Just go to the checkout at Fred Meyer and look at that brown. That's John Curley right next to you.
I didn't expect him to come in a bag.
It's hilarious.
He was going to have a face. All right. We got a lot more coming up. We got text messages next. Stick around. Be right back.
After voters made it clear they want change,
that I will faithfully conduct myself as the mayor of the city of Seattle.
what should Seattle residents expect from Mayor Katie Wilson?
She talked a lot about our affordability crisis.
Northwest News voices you depend on.
It's a misdiagnosis of the problem. You believe government can solve this problem.
KIRO News Radio on 97.3 FM. The KIRO News Radio app with opinion and analysis at mynorthwest.com.
I had pain, I had numbness in my feet. That pain and that numbness just got worse and worse and worse as time went on.
This is Greg describing life with neuropathy.
I went to 5 podiatrists, tried different treatments, tried different orthotics, tried different shoes, had cortisone shots in the tops and the bottoms of my feet. Saw a neurologist. All my medical doctors said, can't help you. Live with the pain. You're not going to be able to sleep. This is your life. And then I just gave up until I found Sound Pain Solutions.
I'm Dr. Mark Shelley, a chiropractic physician and board-certified functional neurologist at Sound Pain Solutions. Our neuropathy treatments can rehabilitate damaged nerves. We use FDA-cleared, non-surgical, drug and pain-free procedures that help neuropathy sufferers like Greg find relief.
I feel better. I mean, just feeling better is huge.
If you experience numbness, shooting or burning pains, or loss of balance, call us. Sound Pain Solutions, 855-996-0025, or click soundpainsolutions.com.
The new year brings new health goals and wealth goals. Protecting your identity is an important step. Your info is in endless places that could expose you to identity theft, leading to lost funds. LifeLock monitors millions of data points per second. If your identity is stolen, our restoration specialists will fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Resolve to make identity health and wealth part of your New Year's goals with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code NEWS. Visit lifelock.com. Terms apply.
It all comes down to this, folks.
Yep, the entire season is on the line. But my throat has officially thrown in the towel.
Sounds like you need Vicks VapoCool drops. Their max strength and vaporize sore throat pain.
Whoa! These VapoCool drops hit fast.
Speaking of fast, did you just see that play?
Yeah, he vaporized that ball.
That pun should have come with a penalty.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed.
When the new year hits, every business could use a little something to stay ahead. A lift, a jump start, an edge, or perhaps a boost. Like the all-new 5-year business boost from Comcast Business. It's the certainty of a price lock for 5 years on qualifying internet bundles. Plus, you'll have the most reliable Wi-Fi with our best equipment, so your whole team can stay connected at a great rate. And to sweeten the deal, ask about a $500 prepaid card when you add 2 lines of mobile. It's the boost your business deserves. So sign up for the 5-year business boost and get a 5-year price lock on ultra-reliable Wi-Fi. Plus, ask about a $500 prepaid card. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Ends 2/22/26, new customers only. 1-year contract required for guaranteed rate. 5-year pricing applies to monthly service charge excluding taxes and fees. Best Wi-Fi based on Open Signal Awards USA. Fixed Broadband Experience Report, May 2025.
Guys, if your energy is low, your strength isn't what it used to be, or your drive feels off, it's not just getting older. For many men, it's low testosterone. At Revive Men's Health Washington, you can start with a free T-check, exam, and consultation, so you get real answers about your testosterone levels and overall health. And this month only, qualified patients may receive 25% off testosterone replacement therapy. This isn't guesswork or one-size-fits-all treatment. Revive specializes in personalized, closely monitored testosterone care designed to help men feel stronger, sharper, and more like themselves again. With over 120,000 patients treated since 2011, Revive Men's Health is trusted for results, not hype. If you've been putting this off, now is the time to act. Claim your free T-check and consultation and see if you qualify for 25% off TRT. This month only. Call 206-529-1111. That's 206-529-1111. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com. Terms apply, must medically qualify.
There is one real estate agent who's been helping KIRO listeners longer than anyone else, and that's Wes Jones with sellwithwes.com. Wes, you've helped KIRO listeners in good markets and more difficult ones. What do you think has been the secret to your success?
Thanks, Brandy. Experience has taught us that to outperform the market, we needed to do things differently from the status quo, that we needed to do more. Our exclusive system covers innovative marketing locally and internationally, leading to more eyeballs on your home, better listing prep for better showings, negotiation strategies that eliminate pesky buyer contingencies, and generate stronger offers. Through our exclusive client programs, our sellers enjoy an extraordinary marketing experience utilizing techniques a traditional agent cannot offer.
So if you want to sell your home faster, at a higher price, and with fewer contingencies, if you want more, visit sellwithwes.com, sellwithwes.com, a better way to sell your home.
Start the new year taking active liver supplements from New Nordic, online at Amazon or newnordicusa.com, or at CVS, ShopRite, Meijer Grocery, or Wegmans.
Save $600 on windows and $1,500 on doors at Lake Washington Windows and Doors. Enjoy easy zero down, zero payments, and zero interest financing for 12 months, plus a lifetime installation warranty. Visit LakeWashingtonWindows.com today.
How about a New Year's resolution where the commitment takes just one day and the results can last a lifetime? Address years of hair loss like I did with Advanced Hair's simple one-day treatment. Using your own natural hair, Advanced Hair can restore your bald spot, receding hairline, or thinning. All backed by Advanced Hair's guarantee. Celebrate the new year with a free consultation, $250 off, and 250 free hair grafts. 425-449-8185 or advancedhair.com.
Welcome back to the show. Man, we got a lot of great text messages today. Number one topic today that people cared most about was John's new face, which we got a lot of texts about. But you can see that live in just about 16 minutes. He'll be live with his new face. He came on our show, but he showed up in a paper bag. So some people are into that, and he's going to show his face in a little bit. He didn't choose to share it with us, but he did tell us about a surgery. Should we get into some of these text messages?
By all means.
Jacob, do you want to start? Do you want to read these with us?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
So earlier, before we got to John's new face, we talked about the rescued puppies. Steve from Enumclaw writes, puppy dogs playfully jumping on the firefighters. Could they leave a couple of women for the rest of us?
Very true, Steve. The pictures of these dogs that they rescued from their addiction to drugs and saved, and now they're adorable little. It's the cutest picture you've seen.
It really is.
Go for it.
On John's new face, Jess in Utah says, I tune in everything, I tune in every time, but today will be the first time I watch you guys live. No offense. Usually I'm wearing earbuds to listen, but I got to see John's face. Happy Monday, guys.
Nice. Sorry to Jess for disappointing.
Sorry, John. Well, hope you hang around, John. Yeah, hang in there, buddy.
I thought he was going to show up with just his face,
yeah.
but it was just a tease.
The bag his new face came in.
It's smart. It's smart that he debuts it on his show. Hee-Haw Aaron says, Jake and Spike, ask John a couple questions. First, is your favorite fruit a nectarine? Oh, that's nice. Second, did you find the time to Netflix and chill with your lovely wife over the recovery time? Hee-Haw. Thank you, Hee-Haw Aaron.
Jesse B in the 253 watching the number of viewers roll over like the gas pump.
Yes,
on
we
YouTube,
got a lot of visual viewers for that, but he will be, you can watch in 15 minutes. He'll be back.
On Ship Canal Bridge fix, Area Code 206 says they're doing the 2 left lanes through June. When they start up again after the World Cup, they'll do the 2 right lanes. I don't know if that's the case. I think the right lanes are later next year, actually.
There you go.
We'll keep you posted, of course. Sully knows.
Dave in Snohomish County, he's a long-time texter to the show. He says, hallelujah, Jake. I finally agree with you on something. Oh, that's nice, Dave. Why are they charging anybody for public transport? Build it into the tax system. Everybody rides for free. This is amazing. Jake 2026 is going to be fantastic. I did posit the idea. I say, if you're already charging us, I mean, in my case, it's $1,700 a year, whatever they said the average was. I assume that's about what everybody in the counties that have to pay for this thing are already paying in. So how much, why are they charging you anything to ride trains you're already paying for?
And if it was free, more people would ride it.
I have the same exact problem with all these stupid toll lanes. I got to be honest. We already paid with taxes for these roads, and now I don't have a right to ride the roads without an extra payment. Does that seem fair?
Feels like double dipping.
Feels like
Amy in
double
Redmond
dipping.
says, stay off my 405. Sounds like a warning.
On the topic of food trucks at weddings instead of catering, Rick from Bothell says, FYI, beluga caviar comes from beluga sturgeon, a fish, not a mammal. So correction to...
Rick, if you think all my jokes are based in scientific fact and medical understanding, boy, we have to go have a beer somewhere. Zach in Puyallup says, Jake and Spike opened up my first restaurant in 2020, a week before the pandemic. We started doing catering. Now we do over 200 weddings a year, doing wood-fire pizza. So yes, food trucks are very popular at weddings.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Congratulations.
Good job, Zach.
Yeah, bring your truck by.
Killing it. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, on Seahawks playoffs, CJ in Bothell says, to be the best, you have to beat the best. Can't be afraid of anyone.
He's spot on.
He's not wrong. I'm still happy we're playing the 49ers.
Me too.
Justin from the 907, if Jake and Spike goes out to kick field goals, they're going to have a workman's comp claim.
He ain't wrong about that.
No. I will not claim. I'm not a person. I can do this job if you don't have broken legs.
With a broken
I
foot?
hobble in here. I'm not. The company is not responsible for the stupid things I do outside of work. I'm not going to come
Careful,
in for.
buddy. That's giving away a lot of possible money.
I mean, unless
just saying,
unless there's money to be made.
On Jay considering getting a dog, Larry the 206 says, get a dog.
Okay.
Get a dog, buddy. Get a dog.
Yeah. No, we should.
Should.
I've been talking about it. We've been discussing it. It's either, here's my thinking. my wife wants to have another baby. Okay?
Yeah.
If we get it, and I don't know that we have 4 boys already.
Mm-hmm.
And the kids are great. I love them. And, I'm not saying anything negative about the kids.
Sure.
But maybe if we got a dog, she would feel like, all right, now the family's full and we don't have to have another baby right
She's
away.
got taken care of a baby down pat. She's got a system in place. Let's throw a puppy in the mix.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
See,
Right?
maybe she'll change it too. No, I don't know. Should I have another baby? This is not a question we can answer in the next 20 seconds, but should I have another child?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think we might.
Just one?
Just one more.
That's when you get triplets,
And we put them at 5.
That's when you get triplets.
You're right. We do have doubles that go in my family. All right. Thank you so much. John Curley's coming up next.
With a whole new face.
With a whole new face. We will see you back here tomorrow. Bye-bye.
He's the new face of Seattle radio. Wait, it's the same dude? Only the face is new? Huh. Okay, got it.
Isn't John supposed to be back today?
Ursula, that is John.
Find out where they're filling that face from. Where on his body they're filling that face from.
Looking good, John. Remember, ice packs are your best friend. The same John Curley you know and love with a brand new face. Literally. See for yourself on the KIRO Newsradio YouTube page.
Sometimes we hang on to our old attorneys and coaches too long. They've been around, they've done good work. But when the legal game changes, you need a team that is hungry to win now. At Bible Law Group, we're that faster, hard-hitting legal team, ready to fight for every inch in the courtroom. With over 40 million closed for our clients, we know how to win, and we're ready to take on the biggest legal case of your career with you. Don't stick with a playbook that's gone stale. Switch to the legal team that's ready to win now. Let Bible Law Group be your linebacker in the courtroom. Find us online at BibleLawGroup.com.
It's clogged again.
Your drain?
Just had it cleared.
You didn't call Apollo Plumbing.
How can you tell?
Because your drain's clogged again.
So frustrating.
We can clear that drain.
That's what the last guy said.
We'll clear it, guaranteed.
He said that too.
Apollo Plumbing will clear your drain, or it's free.
Wait, what?
Apollo Plumbing clears your drain.
Or it's free?
Yep.
What's the catch?
No catch.
Fine print?
Apollo Plumbing clears your main drain for $83.
$83, or it's free?
And we'll even give you a camera inspection.
Because?
It's the best way to find what's causing your clog.
But that's extra.
Nope. Included.
No extra charge?
Not 1 cent.
$83, or it's free.
All it takes is an accessible outside cleanout.
And an Apollo plumber.
No clog is safe from Apollo Plumbing.
And just like that, my main drain is...
draining again.
How can you...
Apollo plumbers are that good.
$83, or it's free.
You call, we come.
My drain's draining again.
Guaranteed.
$83, or it's free.
As it should be.
Apollo Plumbing.
ApolloPlumbing.com.
Hear that? That's Mike. He took ZQL Pure Z's, so now he's sleeping soundly on a Sunday night. ZQL Pure Z's are fast-acting melatonin gummies with a complementary botanical blend to help Mike get the sleep he needs to wake up refreshed and ready to conquer Monday.
Let's do this Monday.
ZQL Pure Z's, just for sleep. Really great sleep. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Use as directed.
The new year brings new health goals and wealth goals. Protecting your identity is an important step. Your info is in endless places that could expose you to identity theft, leading to lost funds. LifeLock monitors millions of data points per second. If your identity is stolen, our restoration specialists will fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Resolve to make identity health and wealth part of your New Year's goals with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code NEWS. Visit LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
It all comes down to this, folks.
Yep, the entire season is on the line. But my throat has officially thrown in the towel.
Sounds like you need Vicks VapoCool drops. They're max strength and vaporize sore throat pain.
Whoa! These VapoCool drops hit fast.
Speaking of fast, did you just see that play?
Yeah, he vaporized that ball.
That pun should have come with a penalty.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed.
You've worked hard, saved diligently, and now retirement is on the horizon. But will your nest egg go the distance? With rising cost and uncertain markets, there's no time for oversimplified plans. Hi, Jeff here with Madrona Financial and CPAs. Don't settle for a partial plan. Get the real deal by requesting your no-cost Madrona analysis today and discover what you may be missing. Call 833-673-7373 right now to request your analysis. That's 833-673-7373.
Your best source for local news, KIRO News Radio.